All right, good morning, everybody. If you can hear me and if this sounds all right, if you don't mind hitting that number 1, please. Again, if you can hear me and if I sound okay audio-wise. JP, Krager, Hoover, Greg. Time for a win. Basically, all right, perfect. All right, well, very quickly before we officially hop in, for those of you that watch us in the archive, thank you very much. But if you want to have something to continue to watch, then got to help support the stream, as this is totally viewer supported. There's no sponsorships, nothing like that. And the way to help support is code CLAY, all caps, with any of these prop firms I use, I recommend. I love Take Profit Trader. I think they're the king of the business, but I understand that depending on where you're at in your prop firm journey, maybe you're wanting to use multiple prop firms, but either way, Code CLAY will apply whatever the current promotions are, and like I said, also help support the stream and ensure that you continue to have something to watch in the archive. So I appreciate your consideration here. All right, well, good morning officially. We are in experimentation mode. Gonna try, we'll see how this goes, and maybe we'll make it just kind of like a Friday type thing. Friday, I'll stream the open. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how this all plays out. I don't know what the viewership's going to look like. I don't know what the likes. I'm not sure what the statistics will look like with all this. This should not be a surprise. If you are surprised by this, then you were not at the end of yesterday's live stream. Because at the end of yesterday's live stream, I said, you know what? I might go live. So anybody saying, oh, what a great surprise. You have exposed yourself to not watching every second of my live stream, which is a shame. Because I don't think I'm being unreasonable to expect you to watch every second that I'm live streaming. But we are about 15 minutes away. And I want to kind of go over the context of my morning. Given there was that news at 8:30, there's already been a couple of opportunities. But I kind of want to map out where I'm at and kind of the importance, let me put it this way, the importance of multiple streams of income. But quit my job to watch. There you go, Krager. Yeah, quit your job to watch stream every day. But we'll see how it goes. What is off? I don't have my 5-minute time frames over here. That's sort of important. There we go. All right, now things are making a little bit more sense. Mazar, good morning. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure if it's good because I don't know if people are usually in the routine of the 11 a.m. thing, Eastern time. So I don't know, like I said, we'll have to keep an eye on the viewership and the statistics and stuff like this because it's gotta make sense. I accidentally traded during news. Should I bother? Well, what do you mean during? Like, did you have a pro account? Like at either, I guess, so that would have been either 8:29 a.m. Eastern, 8:30 a.m. Eastern, or 8:31 a.m. Eastern. Did you have a pro account between that three? Oh, yes. Then yeah, I think that is toast. Morning, Brian. Morning, Jimbo. Okay, it is 9:15. So where we're at? We're at about the 3 out because I want to refer people back to the 3-minute mark. So the context of the day is this. Let me bring over the screenshot. I don't really know if I'm in a groove or not. I think I am, but I'm not quite sure. So I need to, as of now, err on the side of caution. So what do I mean by that? Well, here are my results so far from this morning. Right here, had this account cooked. So right there, when I'm cooking an account, I'm thinking, okay, maybe today isn't my day. What's going on? Especially when that started green. Then I took another trade and it obviously did not go well. But then I look here and it's like, okay, cool. I got an account passed. So on the 50K with Take Profit Trader, the target is 3,000. So you can see right there is 53,000. So I'm like, okay, I think I'm in the groove, but I'm not quite sure. And then I did want to fire up a new horse to get in training. And that's where I'm at right now. On this one is $600 out. So this one, like I said, I think I'm okay, but I'm not quite sure. Up here is my pro account, which you can see has nothing in it. But this is where prop firms, in combination with multiple streams of income, really, I think in the real world of trading, play a very important role. Because as of now, I don't need to trade that pro. I have money coming in regardless. And I'm not going to trade that pro if there are signs that maybe I don't quite have it today, if I'm not quite in a groove. Now, I could be in a groove. That's what I'm still trying to figure out. But if you ever find yourself, well, I have to trade my pro accounts or my funded accounts because I need the money because I got my mortgage payment due or my rent payment due. That's a very dangerous situation because there are going to be those mornings where maybe you just shouldn't be trading. However, with prop firms, you can kind of figure that out, but also make progress, right? So as I'm figuring this out, what am I doing? Well, me helping to figure things out, I passed an account, so that'll be a pro at some point in the future. And right now, I'm off to a good little start on this new little test account too, getting closer to passing. But I don't need, so I don't know if I'll trade the pro account today. And on top of all this, it's also Friday. I prefer not to cook a pro account on a Friday. That's not going to be a fun weekend. So I don't know if the pro comes in action or not because as of now, I'm not quite sure. Am I jiving with the market or am I not? This was my first cooked account, I think, in like over a week. I guess I don't know. But anyways, it's been a while since I've even cooked one. So when you do cook an account, for me, it's a little jarring, like, ooh. So that is the status of where I'm going to be this morning. I'll figure out, see how this goes, if I'm in the groove, if I'm not in the groove. And then there's also, I saw this news, which has me, I don't know if freaked out is the right word. Has me cautious. Where did that go? And then we have this right here, which has got me a little worried. So right here, U.S. expects Iran response on peace deal today. So that right there, depending on what they say, I don't know, is that going to create some big jolt in the market and then you get punched in the face? And like I said, do I want to cook a pro account on a Friday? Not necessarily, but when you see, so that's what I mean. All this stuff combined kind of has me where I'm at. So if maybe you don't care about all these details, but I do want you to realize that, you know, the trading is not just like you show up and there's no other considerations. You just wake up and you just start pressing buttons. You do need to consider, you know, certain dynamics. You need to try to be honest with yourself. Yeah, that does take work. Yeah, you got to get to know yourself a little bit, but ultimately, that's why around here we preach multiple streams of income. If you have to trade, because trading is literally your only source of income. So you know what? I might not be in a groove today. I might not be jiving with the market, but crap, I got bills to pay. I still have to trade. Think about what you've done. You have pigeonholed yourself into a market where you have to trade this market, and you probably really shouldn't be trading the market. So that is, something that you got to keep in mind is with many streams of income, the goal is this. I think this is a good goal for all traders to not have to trade every day. And if you can bring yourself to the point where you don't have to trade every single day, well, then that's where you can help to, hedge against these sorts of circumstances. So hopefully that all makes sense, but that is where I'm at. So, and can you see why if anybody asks, hey, Clay, how's your day? Hey, Clay, this or that, that's why I'm just going to refer them back. Go back to the 3-minute timestamp because I'm not going to give that 5-minute explanation several times today. But that is the status of things, and we will see how things continue to play out. So headed into the open. Curious about the purple line. Wow. Woo! The pink line, which is a 200 SMA. We have quite the track record of it holding so far. So it's held a few times there. And then we also have, if that doesn't hold up, I think the VWAP could be in play. Looking at the volume profile, if you envision these as kind of mountains, we have kind of the peak of this mountain right around here, which is slightly above the VWAP. So if you combine both of these things together down here, I don't know, is that some sort of potential bounce point? Maybe. I don't think it's unreasonable to think that the price would come down here. Now you maybe think, well, geez, Clay, that's way far down there. Yeah, but at the open, if you're new to futures, and when I say at the open, well, Clay, I thought futures were open around the clock. Fair point. But while stocks are different than futures, the futures market does care about when the New York Stock Exchange opens up at 9:30 a.m. So at 9:30 a.m., which is 9 minutes away, I would not be shocked if there was some sort of snap down around that area. So watching that. And then in terms of kind of resistance areas, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the trend line right there. Okay, just noticing something different because today we're back to the 2-minute not showing pivot points, but looking over on the 5-minute, there is that pivot point on right around where the pink line is here on the 2-minute. So if I bring that over here, you can see right here, kind of hovering around that pivot point too. Let's take a look over here at gold. This is the threat of when you show up late to things. When you show up late and start asking questions from a risk-reward standpoint, you have now entered into the territory of, I am risking literally just asking something that was explained literally 7 seconds ago. That's where you're at right now, Johnny. You took that risk and the risk just bit you. That's why the safest bet, folks, is to show up on time in real life. If you show up on time and then if you ask a question, there's zero threat that you can have that thrown in your face. Hey, we just talked about that. Yeah, we'll see how it plays out. Morning, Borrow. Kevin, good morning. Kevin from Lakeland, Florida, if I remember right. Oh boy, see, we got the problem. People showing up late. But yeah, gold. Gold looks to me key area right up there at 47.40. Gonna support down here maybe. Got the VWAP right there. I'm not gonna be watching gold at the open. Okay, well that's a certainty. There are no certainties. I don't think. Highly unlikely that I'm watching gold at the open. What's oil up to these days? Okay, well, VWAP right there, flexing its muscles. So if there is some sort of bounce back upwards, VWAP has already proven once to be pretty strong. Got about 6 minutes left. Hey, Fish. Happy Full Port Friday. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Will IAG do anything today? Well, I think that depends on how you define anything, right? Because will it do anything? Sure. I'm guessing it will move around. But I don't think that's what you mean. I think you mean something a little bit more specific. But yes, I think it will do something today. But I don't know if it's anything that you're seeking. Will it explode? Will it take a massive dump? I have no idea, John. But I don't know why you're watching IAG. That's what I'm wondering. Why are you watching IAG? Why are you not day trading futures through a prop firm, brother? That's my main question. What? Huh? What are you watching IAG for? You better not be day trading IAG. Let me tell you, brother, there are better ways to go about it. Hey, River Rock. Because I'm terrible, Catmain. That's why. Yeah, I got in IAG a little low. What? But John, are you day trading IAG? Now, I understand if you're investing in IAG or it's a swing trade, that's not what I'm referring to. I'm in the very specific category of day trading. Again, there is no rhyme or reason with Take Profit Trader. We've had some people here on a single account make well over $20,000 and never get moved to Pro Plus. We've had other people that they get moved relatively quickly. I'm not sure there's any rhyme or reason, Catmain. So calm your sweet little heart. Oh, okay. That's a swing trade. Okay, fine. As long as you're not day trading IAG, then so be it. Hey, Chuck. Random question, Chuck. And I might be way off guard here. But is there any chance you live in Pennsylvania or used to live in Pennsylvania? In fact, have I met you before in Florida? If you're like, I'm creeped out, what is this guy talking about? Then I have you confused with somebody else. Have I met you in Florida? Okay, you're that. And your wife is a hairstylist. Are you that, Chuck? Your wife is a hairstylist, or was at least at that point. Is that you? Oh, wait, no. You're the first meetup. Oh, ex-wife now. Okay. Okay, well, no, that wasn't our first meetup. Fort Lauderdale was, I don't even remember, meetup number 5. But hey, good to see you, Chuck. Hey, Clay, longtime lurker from back in your stock days. Well, hey, thank you, James. Dude, my mind is weird. Why I remember any of that, I have no idea. I have no idea. All right, we are 2 minutes in. I am interested. So right now, nice hammer candle again off the 200 period. And by the way, I'm going to start with MNQs because, again, for the context I already laid out, if you're unsure, you know, especially at the open. If you're unsure at the open, maybe just tone it down a little bit. Have we met before, Jimbo? I don't even know who you are. But yes, I should note if you're enjoying this open, me being here at the open, hit that like button for sure. Use code Clay. Like I said, I need data to see if this actually makes sense because I'm open to the idea of maybe doing this every Friday. But like I said, I got to somehow see from the business aspect of things, does it make sense for me to do this? So I need data, and the best forms of data are that like button and people using code Clay. All right, T-minus 1 minute. I'm going to try a long down there. See if it wants to spike down to the VWAP. Just starting small, though. If you're new to futures, you're going to see things get a lot more jiggy here in just a moment because this is when the USA stock market opens up. So, yes, futures are different than stocks, but the futures market does care about when the USA stock market officially opens at 9:30 a.m. Eastern. Okay, we are not doing a whole lot right out the gate. Not too spiky. See. Okay, I'm in. Out there for just a quick little scalpy scalp. Like I said, just testing the waters a little bit. Okay, there we go. Yeah, the fact that it was just hovering right around there, not really. Now, what had me a little, why I want to err on the side of caution and just do a scalp was, it wasn't necessarily breaking to the upside either, but on the flip side, it was not failing. It was not acting as if it wanted to break down through there. So I was like, okay, it seems like it wants to hold. Now, does it actually want to make a bigger move up? I don't know about that, but it seems like it wants to hold enough for me to get a scalpy scalp, and yeah, I was right. Now, in hindsight, sure, I could have gotten more, but at that time, I wasn't sure if it actually did want to make some sort of bounce. Hey, Super Quant. Yeah, exactly. Usually more spiky than this, but now we're getting some life here. So, all right, here we go. So that 200 period moving average held very nicely. Does this mean oil is dropping? It does not. Okay. In fact, dare I say, right now, as MNQ is spiking up, let me just bring up oil. Oil's actually got a little bit of a green candle here. So that's interesting. I would have thought, especially based on yesterday, that with this move up here in oil, with the move up here in the NASDAQ, we'd be looking at a red candle here, not a green candle. So that's a interesting dynamic. Okay. Well, if anybody bought down there and we're, the power of independent thinking, say, Clay, yeah, I can see why you'd want to get long right there. However, I disagree with the scalpy scalp. I'm going to let the thing cook. Well, you're doing well. Nice job, Krager. Yeah, it really is for a child. Some days it looks like there's a correlation. Other days it's like, nope, nothing. I was talking about this earlier. I think it's worth noting. You got to keep this in the back of your mind. These are the things where if you're not in a prop firm, these are the examples where I think you're crazy. U.S. literally expect a response from Iran today. So at some point, there could be a very, very spiky move. And that's just one of those things where if you're in your alive or just your own funds, yes, you could get paid very quickly if you're on the right side of the trade. But good grief, if you're on the wrong side, that could be a lot of your money. See you later. So just keep that in mind too. Whereas in a prop firm, well, Clay, you could cook an account. That's true. But also, if you cook an account, that means, I don't know, you're out a couple $100 at very most. Well, hard to really do anything with this right now. Going long seems like a total chase. But going short seems like you're kind of stepping in front of a freight train right now. Might try a short up here. Just because, we had this previous area where the price got rejected from. We also have the overnight high and then the high of the day. Gonna try a short up there. VRAX. John, my friend, we are day trading futures here, brother. What is this VRAX you're talking about? Come on, brother. Come on in. It's nice. The water's nice. All right, again, I'm trying to get short up here. Just dipping my toe in the water. Okay, here we go, maybe. Oh, kind of, sort of. If this thing just is going to explode up through the highs, well, it's going to be not a winning trade. I really don't like how it's putzing on right below, so I'm going to go for the fake breakout now. So now I want to see this thing break out, but ideally start to fake breaking out right there. So it needs to be a real breakout until right there. Then I want it to become a fake. So right now I will cheer for the real breakout, but right there I'm going to go politician mode, flip-flop, and then root for the bears. See, this is, I remember this now because I did some opens during that week between Christmas and New Year's. And now it's coming back to me. One of the reasons why I don't like doing the open, which is understandable. Like the chat is so dead. But I get it. You guys it's the open. You're focused on your trading. So that is the one thing that I was just reminded of. That is the one downside to the open. The chat box, again, understandably so, is just a little bit more quiet. Goodness, shame on me. I mean, I knew the 8:30 a.m. news, but I forget. Do we have 9:45 or 10 a.m. news? Let's see. We do. Oh, Doxol. Okay, we got the Michigan. So yeah, 10 o'clock could get pretty jiggy. Okay, help remind me. Okay, help remind me when it's getting close to 10. All right. Well, there's the scalpy scalp right there. I could have had. Coulda, shoulda, woulda. Should not have changed that order. We'll see if it wants to do the fake break. Yeah, Glock, I just saw your message you sent on Discord. I know we already had the conversation, but yeah, I would say that account is cooked. But no, I have never violated that rule, so I don't know how quick anything like that would happen. Dang. Imagine being an idiot that buys like right here and then scalps out. I'm glad I'm not that stupid. Like you would have to be you'd have to have your throne at the top of Baboon Mountain to buy like right here and then scalp out. Yeah. You'd have like that is King Baboon type stuff right there. I couldn't imagine being that stupid. Crazy. It's a crazy thought. Well, it did break. It was a fake break. However, I was not anywhere close to the distance. I will try a short up here, though. So looking to get short at the red line. Stop is the green. I like this candle. That's at previous highs. That's at the overnight high. But who knows? Maybe I should just be getting in short right now and not even look for a bounce. We'll see. Yeah, I hear you, Glock. That's kind of... Whether or not I should still be trading today, as I talked about already, at the 3-minute mark, remains to be seen. Okay, here we go, maybe. Vincent. That's a name I recognize but have not seen for a while. Well, yeah, just yell at him, Catmane. Or just meow at him. Meow, it's the open. That's all you got to say. Meow, it's the open. Like, the open. Just be like, yeah, what do you mean? What's always weird to me, and it's always kind of been this way for, I guess, past 20 years, but like, so yesterday, ended the stream, and I went over to the house project site just to help work out, or just to help work, do whatever. And, you know, as I drive there, and all this stuff, it's like, who are all these people out here right now? Don't they know that the markets are open? Like, why aren't they at home trading the markets? Like, it's weird to know that, like, right now, as I sit here laser focused, as you sit there laser focused, that, like, outside, like, there's a world, like, the vast majority of people, they like, this stuff to them, they don't know that the market's open. They don't know that billions of dollars are transacting. And, I mean, and maybe it's better that way. But, I don't know, it's always weird to go out from the office while the markets are open and then just see all these people out and about. Like, what in the world? Short here. Am I seeing that right? Your target is 100 points? All right, well. Took a little while for it to come down some more, but unfortunately for me, I wanted to see it come up before coming down, and it did come down, but I got the... So I was right in that regard, that the price wanted to come down. The problem is I was wrong in regards to where the proper entry should have been. Hicklab and TGP. Cool, Vincent. Hey, Wes, I remember you from yesterday. Wes yesterday learned that 2 plus 2 equals 12 or something like that. You can make it even worse by talking. Yeah, that's true too. Well, and I never said it was unrealistic. I just said, wow, that's a big profit target. Calm down, Brian. Mr. I get 3 100-point trades every day. I know. Did not say it was unrealistic. It's just that for a peon like me, 100-point price target is something that's like, whoa, hey. The only thing that is unrealistic is looking as good as I look. That's the only thing that's unrealistic for any of you. Or having as good as a singing voice as what I have. Those are the only unrealistic things. Being as good looking as me or as good sounding as me. All right, I am now starting to get more so bullish than bearish now, just because it's consolidated so much here that... That's true, yeah. And the other thing is there's nobody that's going to be more humble than I. I am the most humble person you'll ever meet. That is true. That's a valid point, JP. You're not... The only thing unrealistic for those of you here is being as good looking as I am, as good sounding as I am, or as humble as I am. Well... There's the move up through. If this candle closes up above the pink line here, I will look for a long right there. Sing the loin song. That's all got to be organic. I can't be put on the spot. All right, we have 33 seconds or 30 seconds. So if you're new, this is the 2-minute time frame, meaning each candlestick moves. These are called candlesticks for 2 minutes. That countdown timer right there tells me when this candle will be done moving. So when the clock hits 0, this will turn back into I was just reading my one daughter, Cinderella, so that's why it's on my mind. Like, this will turn back into a pumpkin. Okay, here we go. New candle about to start in 2, 1. New candle. Okay. And per what I just said, I want to try to pull back here. I'm trying to buy the pullback. I'm trying to text my wife. And I'm trying to look good all at once. This is crazy. I mean, I'm juggling so many things right now. Okay. I'm going to maybe outthink myself here. I'm going to move my entry right here. Now, this is still the open where... Oh, okay. Okay. Wait, there is no news at 9:45, was there? There can be news at 9:45. That almost looks like a news type move, but I don't... Look at the calendar. Was there something at 9:45? Not that I see. Alrighty then. Well... Again, think about it. From the broad statement standpoint, I am spot on. I thought this thing would want to go up. I'm right. It did go up. But once again, what did I get wrong? Well, I thought it would drop down here before going up. So that's why the whole broad statement thing is just no good. It is very easy to be a broad statement trader and deceive yourself into thinking you're good. Because that's twice now. That's twice now. I was right. I thought it'd go up. But those little nuances. Okay. Do I just... Oh boy. Now I want to chase for the momentum. Do a momentum chase here. Oil is coming down, but I would have thought oil would be coming down a little bit harder compared to how strong this move is. I know. Imagine being like so stupid that you buy right here and then you scalp out. I couldn't, like, the crazy thing, there's probably people that stupid in the world that did that. There's probably at least one person in this world that bought right here and then went long right here and then just scalped out. I mean, thankfully, like, can you imagine being that stupid? Wall of sellers at 29 got bulldozed. It was brown. Oh, hey now. Wait, who had the 100-point target? Who was that? Was that Abel? No, that was Nas. Oh, crap. Oh, wait, no, Nas is in now. I think, right? Or wait, 950. Yeah, Nas is in. He's short. Stop is 50 points up here. All right, Nas, you are in, my friend. No, you just got in, right? You said 950? Oh, wait. Yeah. Oh, no, I'm sorry. 950 was down here. Oh, I'm an idiot. And then here's your stop. Okay. Well, hey, good try, Nas. Good try. I appreciate you having the courage to put that out there. Nothing but respect. All right. This one's go up a little bit more. Go up a little bit more. Go push that white line up higher. And I'm going to play with fire a little bit, I think. A little bit higher. A little bit higher than that. Perfect. Okay. I'm going to try short here. Okay. I'm short. Okay. Little scalpy scalp there. Playing with fire. Playing with fire. Just trying to get my sea legs. Don't talk about yourself badly, bro. Listen, brother. Listen, brother. Thank you. That's actually very kind of you. You're being a good friend. I need to be positive about myself. Okay. Into timeout, Jim goes. Being a terrible friend. That's a problem when you're late. Had Jim showed up on time, he would know the context of today. That's the problem when you show up late. You take on the risk of looking like an absolute socially awkward dent. Telling you, live streaming is the weirdest thing ever. It's one of the, like, if we made this the real world, it would be crazy. Your brain doesn't recognize if it's a joke or not. Does my brain realize how good looking these are? What's my brain thinking about those? My brain thinks these look pretty good, brother. So is that true or false? Huh? All right, maybe another short here. Maybe we're getting some sort of... We got 10 seconds left for this candle to be done. This is still that opening, phase of the day where I'm not saying this will happen, but I don't think any of us would be shocked if, like, in the next 10 minutes, the price is like testing this right here. Do you even lift? Yeah, I lift stale Twinkies. Okay, looking like maybe we're getting a little bit top heavy here. Uh-oh. No! Okay, short. Come on. Another little scalpy scalp there. Scoopy scoop. I'm just trying to tap it in. Give it a little tap-a-roo. Tap, tap, tap. Goog has amazing strength right now. Vincent, brother. We're day trading futures here. You even said you're in take profit trader now. What are you doing watching Google? Like, do you know how expensive? So, one of the guys building the house, he's actually been here before. But, he was telling me about, I was thinking about doing Google, like, $200, because his app lets him do partial shares. And I was like, well, you have to keep in mind that, like, and I was just telling him, like, let's just say, for example, you're able to buy 10 shares of Google. I mean, that's, I don't even know what Google's at right now. But that's a few $1,000s. And then let's say Google goes on a really big move and goes like $10, which for Google in a day, hey, $10, that's respectable. It's like, okay, there's $100. So he's like, oh, yeah. So I was trying to explain kind of what I do all the time here, like how if you want to get into day trading at this point in the history of trading, day trading futures through a prop firm, it just mathematically makes the most sense. So, yeah. How did I get on the topic? Because Vincent brought up Google, that's why. Agreed, Batch, but I have to nitpick because it's Code Clay all caps. I don't like to have to nitpick that, but unfortunately, I have to because for whatever reason, the prop firms make the codes case sensitive. So yeah, at this point, I agree. Use Code Clay, but Code Clay all caps. All right, maybe another short here. Then I have to go to bank to get cash for plumber and drop off payment to Steve on my way out to the site. I was looking for something very specific for a short, and yeah, it did not happen, so... What was I looking for? Well, I was looking for the price to stay below that where the white line used to be. And then for the next candle to start, pop up its head a little bit and then come back down. But that clearly has not happened, so never mind. It's computing in general that makes it case sensitive. Gotcha. Oh my goodness, Vincent. Oh, that's okay, Vincent. Yeah, I deleted your message because I don't like other codes, you know? Oh, great. I hate when I leave my speaker on, and then as I'm talking and yelling at Vincent, it's like my phone is like making a big text to my wife. So that'd not be good to have sent that. I'm not sure if you saw the text yesterday, but Sean did email the final drawings. Ooh, okay, this is spicy. Oh, wait, no. We got news at 10 o'clock. We got news at 10 o'clock, and I think this news the market will care about. It's what? Inflation expectations or something like that? So, yeah, thank you, reward. News at 10 o'clock. Now, with Take Profit Trader, you can trade the news. With other prop firms, I don't know. Maybe they don't want you to trade this news. Check your email as always. But I can say with Take Profit Trader, this is not news that you can't trade. I just don't really want to. YOLO. Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Mother's Day is this Sunday. So make sure you're thinking about your mother. Shh, don't tell mine. She's got flowers in the mail. But don't tell her. Consumer sentiment? I thought it was something with inflation. Yeah, I see Michigan 1-year inflation expectations, Michigan 5-year inflation expectations, Michigan consumer expectations, Michigan consumer sentiment. So both inflation and consumer data. Well, how's everybody's morning so far? Let me know. Usually I can ask this when I show up at 11 a.m. because everybody's had time to trade. But yeah, how have the first almost 30 minutes gone for everybody so far? Red, green, terrible, great, blue an account, pass an account, best morning ever, worst morning ever. 500, nice green, flat green, doing well so far. Oh, I saw that, Greg. No trades yet. Up 470. No trades yet. Brown 550. Green done for the day. All right. Red because I traded 3 minis and thought, oh, that's never. Well, it's pleasant if it works out in your favor. But yeah, in your situation, bummer. All right, we got news in 3 minutes. You're feeling more disciplined today. Very good. Small green, plus 55. Well, was that green done with good habits or bad habits? Your news at 10 o'clock. Oh, yeah. That would make sense. It looks like the file doesn't have any data in it, period. So it makes sense while there's nothing there, period. Can you text him and ask him to resend that? My wife is actually back. I'm in bachelor mode right now. My wife, one of our nieces is getting married, so there's a bridal shower, and then there's also a funeral she wanted to attend, and then there's also Mother's Day. So she decided, I'm just going to take a trip back. I said, okay, well, I'm sticking around here with the house stuff. So I'm in bachelor mode right now. So that is why my wife and I are having to text. Because I'm well aware. Clay, if you just walked over out of your office and walked down and talked to her, it might be a little more fair. That's fair. That is fair, but that's not the case right now. I'm just trying to scrape by with peanut butter and jelly, goat's milk, tofu, and anything I can get outside. All right, here we go. Within 1 minute, we'll see what happens. Good habits, well, very good. Economic calendar is Trump speaking at noon. Does it? Is Trump speaking at noon? Okay, my calendar doesn't show it, but yeah, it is, actually. All things considered, that was one of the things where it was kind of bizarre timing. And no, if I said bachelorette party, I didn't mean that. Wedding shower? I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's not a bachelorette party. It's something, though. Bridal shower? Bridal shower. That's it. All right, here we go. 10 o'clock. This about to dump, or am I about to get suckered in? I'm in. Out for another scalpy scalp. Woo! That was a close one, boys and girls and furries. I was cracking some. I don't know. I'm trying to be inclusive, though. I'm trying to be inclusive. Ladies and gentlemen and furries. You are a madman, Abel. You are taking some swing trades among swing trades. Crazy. Crazy. But it sounds like it's working for you. So that's great. Even yesterday, after I, finished the live stream, went out to the job site and worked. In my mind, I could not imagine knowing that I have open trades out. That would just gnaw at me. Okay, I wonder how my swing's doing. But that's just me. If you're Clay, dude, I wouldn't even think about it. That's where you and I are different. There would always be that gnawing thought. All right. Approaching up here. Up here being that white line high of the day. All right, the flowers will be delivered between 2:30 and 4:30 p.m. EST. Let's go. Yeah, man, this is rough. The open, again, this is completely understandable, but the chat is so quiet. It's so quiet. All right, nice job, Krager. Have a good one. Enjoy your weekend, brother. Trying to figure out what it wants to do up here. We also have the pivot point on the 5 minutes, so that's kind of makes sense why it's kind of just getting hung up around this area. Yeah, I posted. Should be on social medias. Is Trump talking at noon? I don't know. Well, I guess noon's only 2 hours away. Well, he's not going to speak at noon. He'll be like an hour late. So it's more like 1 o'clock. My mama told me to say, if you got nothing good to say, don't say nothing. So then you're supposed to say something? Your mama's using double negatives. He'll probably talk about the UFO files release. They released UFO files. Thank you, Octo. Yeah, we'll see if I am in experimentation mode right now. Will we continue to do like a Friday opening bell thing? I don't know. We'll see. Double negatives is a positive in math. That is true. Nothing he says means anything. Well, then, by that definition, it means what he says means nothing. So, therefore, by it meaning nothing, it does mean it means something. So, you kind of just tripped yourself up there, right? When people are saying, there are no objective truths. It's like, well, is that an objective truth? Uh-oh. Hey guys, I know things you are so funky, but hey, look, aliens. Well, we're supposed to maybe get an answer from Iran today. That's the news that's kind of hovering out around, that it's got me a little worried. Just because, if you're in an account and it goes kabooey. All right, I am interested in a long down here, though. Hello? There it is. That was a little bit of a delay to get my line to show up. So like I said, long-wise, if this wants to pull back to this yellow line, I'm interested in a potential long down there. The bulls don't want my order. That kind of looks like odor. So I don't know. Maybe showering and then see what the bulls think. Oh, order. Order, not odor. Hey, Sam the man, good morning. Oil, interesting spot for any of you oil traders up here around this pivot point. You also have the VWAP there right now. So I don't know. Do you like, and I'm just thinking out loud, do you try like a short right there and then you can put your stop above there and you look at this, you got a small little risk, but if this thing rolls over, you have a pretty big risk box, right? Or I'm sorry, reward box. What's ES up to, brothers? And sisters and furries. What about gold? Ooh, Doc so gold. Okay, gold. Quite a bit of supports here all of a sudden. So I'd be careful chasing that thing short. Okay, interesting. Gold is, I guess, kind of doing its own thing. It seems like more times than not recently, gold and the markets have been in unison. Well, I mean, the NASDAQ is an indice. So, like, how much of Google does it, how much does Google make up of the market? But at the end of the day, like, I mean, if you want to, that's fine. If you're like, oh, I think Google's about to roll over, therefore let me get short NQ. I mean, that's fine. As long as you're not watching Google to day trade Google, I don't really care. I'm not going to put up much of a stink. But if you're like, what are you talking about? I day trade Google. I'm going to tell you, well, you're mathematically making yourself less efficient. Looking at the 4-hour chart for the last 6,000 points is crazy. Yeah. Well, stocks ultimately do drive the bus, right? Because stocks make up these indices. But like to look at a single stock, again, if it works for you, that's fine. But oh yeah. Wow, gold still. I don't know. I should maybe take a trade on gold. I will. Okay, gonna try for a long on gold at the green line. Come on. Again, you can eye that stuff. I'll just eye the market. Like I understand if you think this is going to go down, maybe the market will go down. But I'd just be like, well, I'm just going to watch the market, and if I think the market's going to go down, then I'll get short. Again, I'm just old and cranky. I'm not looking to like overcomplicate the analysis. Again, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with any of that, but it's just like that's like an extra layer of stuff. Like because here's the detachment. If you think Google goes down and therefore the markets go down, Google in theory could go down and the markets could go up. So you could be right about Google, but like wrong about the markets. So it's just like, why not just look at the markets and say, no, I think the markets are going to go down. Hawk new IPO stock. Well, we're not day trading stocks here, but gold got to VWAP. Yeah, the GC bounced right off the VWAP. I'm looking at MGC here though. Agreed, Skinzo. Hit the like button, especially on a day like today where I am experimenting with being here at the opening bell. So if you are enjoying this, Hit the like button. I am looking to collect data. Okay, yeah. This is not really doing... No, that's not what I wanted. I got too many tabs up here. Ooh, what did I just see there? Ooh, Doc Soul. Remember when I talked about VWAP this morning? Look at this. Okay. Okay. See, this is where I feel like I'm back in my stock days. I'm watching too many things at once. Okay. I don't think five. I don't really know how the point system add up too much. Okay. I'm short. Oh, that was only 20 bucks. Okay. Okay. I have not traded oil enough to be able to do the math in my head in terms of like, okay, the points. Like anything, you start to develop just a natural feel for it. But I do not trade oil enough to have a natural feel. So I had no idea if that was... I guess I could have looked at the P&L, but as you long-time viewers know, I don't want to create a habit of looking at the P&L because it plays with my mind too much. But... we'll see if we can get something else here. Maybe another short on it. We'll have to see. So yeah, maybe another short here. Guess I could try up here and trying to make that risk a little. So let me do like a bit of a fake breakout here. There we go. So let's see if it wants to maybe poke its head a little bit above VWAP and then come back down. Yeah, MNQ not really doing, kind of just putzing around here. Too sketchy for you, Vincent. Roger that. Let's see what's gold doing here. Dang, nice bounce off there. Okay, maybe. Okay, it's at VWAP. Can we get a bit of a break up through there? Or is it just going to get flat out? Oh. So that's kind of summarizing my morning so far. I've been right, broadly speaking, quite a few times, but broadly speaking is not good enough. You gotta get the details right, such as entry points. Morning Clay, you're on early today. Yep, running an experiment. As of now, not, I would say it's a failed experiment. Usually we're way above 140 viewers an hour in. If anything, we're like above 300 viewers by now. So I'm assuming maybe the problem is people are just so used to 11 a.m., which is why if I'm only doing it once a week, maybe it just doesn't make sense because, to be fair, people are not used to even paying attention that early. So, yeah, right now, agreed, AMS. Based on these numbers, that seems to kind of be what, unless the live stream is just dying, unless like we are on the way out because people have just lost interest and, we are watching the live stream fail miserably. But that might be a little too dramatic. I think maybe a little bit more plausible would just be people were not aware that I was going on early this morning. So we'll see, because usually I get on at about 10:45 a.m. So at 10:45, we'll see if the numbers get the bump back up. But yeah, right now, not feeling so good about the experiment. And it does make sense. In fact, you could probably argue what I'm doing right now is stupid because Clay, dude, you've in people's minds, you've created the routine. Hey, I like to watch Clay Trader at 11 a.m. Eastern. Okay, okay, I'm in. I am short. Come on down. At least hit that first target. Got it. Come on, hit that next one. We will make sure this is a winning trade, though, at this point. So I'll put my stop in green territory. So this will be a green trade, but let's see how big of a green trade. So my risk right now is small green. Reward unknown because I don't know how far down this might go. I like these, though. I like shorting oil because I love to cheer for lower oil prices as opposed to like, hey, oil go up so my gas prices go up. This feels way more organic to cheer for oil to just fall. And I'm about to get stopped out. I am stopped out. All right. Well, I tried. I would guess people already have a morning routine. Yeah, that seemed, yeah, all this is plausible. And I think the thing that was maybe a little deceiving to me was I'm like, well, I've done morning streams before, but I think back on it's like, yeah, but I'm doing morning streams like on like Thanksgiving morning, for example, where I have a few hours, or like a holiday, or basically those times where other live streamers probably aren't live streaming. So I'm just one of the very few people live streaming, which is why maybe some of those morning ones did very well. But today's just a normal morning. So there's plenty of other live streamers out there right now. So, there's multiple components here. Hey, Muppet. Well, I try to tell people to turn on notifications at the end of every stream. Thank you, Skeletor. Ooh. All right, so I don't know. Oil was... Yeah, okay, that makes me feel better. So at least I didn't... Because I've been here with stocks before, right? Where you have a choice and the one stock you pick ends up to be like just garbage movement. And then you're like, oh, the other one you're watching was beautiful. Not the case here. So I'm glad when I pull this up, I didn't see something like this happen. Because then I'd be like, oh, you got to be kidding me. I spent that time on oil and then... So that's good at least. Or maybe this is just all me coping. So is this a fake breakout here of the highs? Maybe. Kind of like a slight double top. Not the perfect double top with the exact highs, but I better not go with. Okay, going to try a short here at the red line if it wants to come back down. Ooh, 18 points? Good. That's an 18-point risk? Huh. Shockingly, a little bit more volatile today than what I thought. Yeah, 30, and my stop is up. Yeah, that's like a, yeah. Yeah, I try to tell people yesterday at the end that I was thinking about this morning, but I mean, at the end of the stream, viewers kind of already drop off anyways. So yeah. I guess, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'd have to do this several weeks in a row to build people's routine to, okay, Clay, Monday through Thursday is at 11 a.m. and then Friday at the open. So yeah, maybe that would be the best way to go about it. Okay, I have to try a short here if it comes back. Oh, now it's pushing up through. I'm going to get maybe a little too fancy for my pants here, but push up a little bit more. A little bit more. I just want to see that white line budge up a little bit more, just slightly. Or maybe I'm being way too high maintenance and this thing's about to come right back down. Good job, Jason. Close enough for me. I'm closing here at 145. A long, you're saying? Here we go. Okay, short. If it wants to come down to that red line. Now, if this can't push up too much further, else my risk profile is not really going to make sense anymore. I am short. Let's see another upper shadow here for him. That would be ideal. All right, out. No soup for me on that one. No soup for me. And woo, that stop loss feels good. Oh man, that stop loss is feeling even better now. Well, this candle here, yeah, that's a tricky one. I thought there might have been a little bit more bearishness somewhere in there, but I was wrong. Hey, do we got at least 6 of you out there to hit that like button? Let's at least get this to 100 likes. I mean, deep down right now, I'm feeling like the ultimate failure. I guess you never know. You got to experiment. That's part of business. That's part of all this stuff. You got to experiment. But man, this feels like a massive failure. I know. But to be fair, I know. Well, it's a sample size of 1 right now. But we'll see. We'll see how it continues to play out. All right. What did oil ever do? Did oil ever roll over or what? I guess a little bit right there. Kind of sloppy around that area. Thank you, Sean Boy. I appreciate that. All right, there we go. 105. There we go. That's better. Do you have notifications turned on? Where's everybody from the lounge? There's a lot of people in here. I hit target green for the day. I'm done. Have a good. Hey, good job, Jamie. Congrats. Okay, now the stop loss is not feeling so good. But it is what it is. I still played it right, stopping out where I did, but are you about to sucker me in? It might sucker me in for another short here. This thing is starting to feel a little bit heavy. But we'll see. We'll see. I would be interested in a long down around that yellow line there. If it can get down to that area. Gold is back to the VWAP for you gold traders on the 5-minute there. Oil continues to... Oh, Dark Soul. How did I not notice that on oil? Oil is struggling quite a bit with the 200 period set moving average. I mean, look at this candle right here. If this candle gets just destroyed, that's just tough movement. There's no way around that. That's just tough movement. All right, but yeah, we'll see if this wants to pull back some more. Yeah, shorty now seems a little bit too sketchy. Going long kind of seems, I don't know if you're in the middle of nowhere. Because you kind of have like that little breakout area right there. Yeah, okay, maybe long right there isn't the craziest thing. Too crazy for me, but I'm not going to call you crazy if you're maybe getting long right there. I'll put it that way. How's that for a political answer? Okay. Dang it. All right, now I take that back. The stop loss right here does not feel so good anymore. Okay, so here's a perfect example of being right, broadly speaking, but losing money. Wait, how can you lose money if you were right? Well, because I was only right from a broad standpoint. I thought the price would come down. It did come down. Problem is, I got in too soon and then I stopped out. So that's why, please, it is bad practice for any new people out there that just are like making broad statements and saying, oh, I thought it would come back down. It's coming back down. Therefore, I would have made money. That's not quite, because it is very possible, as we just saw there, to be right, broadly speaking, yet lose money. Okay, here we go, maybe. I'm going to wait for some form of confirmation. I'm not just going to throw the order out right there because, let's face it, this is seemingly picking up some momentum here. Oh, my God. Okay, yes. Did I mention regretting now, not feeling great about that stop? All right, it is just not carrying at all. Okay, now we got a little bit more. Again, I want to see how this candle closes, so I know I pointed this out several times in the stream, but we've got about 43 seconds before this candle is done moving. So let's see what it can cook up for us here. Ooh, okay. Maybe it can give us a nice little hammer here. That makes sense of why a hammer would be forming around this area. So if we get a hammer, I'm going to put an entry down here. But what I want to see is for the price to come straight back down. I don't want to see the price go up and then come down because that's a different scenario. All right, yeah, here we go. So let's get this. There we go. So I want to see this next candle come straight down. Now it can go up a little bit, but I don't want it to go up too much. There you go. This is fine. No problem now if it wants to come down. No, stop going up. See, now my worry is the greener this gets, if I'm then able to buy, well, all that implies is that a green candle has failed miserably and has now dropped all the way back down. I'm not necessarily looking to buy after a green candle has failed miserably, which is where we're kind of at, but I'll leave it down for now. Like I said, here is the, remember when this was a green candle? It has failed. But it wasn't necessarily a big green candle, so that's why. I'll leave it down there for now. Who knows? Is this some sort of range maybe we're moving into the rest of the day? The rest of the day part was a joke. Hopefully we're not. But yeah, I could see this maybe being some sort of range. Yeah, just put my stop down there. So there we go. Gonna move that down a little bit more just to keep my stop. Because yeah, we're still at like 11-point stop, which there we go. There we go. Now we're at like 6 points. Is the chat working? Nobody has said anything since AMS since timing. See, this is brutal. This opening bell stuff is brutal. The chat is so quiet. It's like I'm sitting in a windowless room just talking to myself. You're watching me cook. Okay. I know. That's the thing, Big Tick. It's like, it's totally understandable why the chat is so quiet. The trolls are still asleep. That's true. Yeah, their mom hasn't come and woke them up yet. Honey. No, you guys, like I said, I'm complaining about something that is totally understandable. I'm just saying, it's like, that's where that's where the more afternoon, sometimes a lot of you are done, so you're just hanging out, chilling. Something is fishy, VIX up, and NDQ still up and all. What is NDQ? I'd be a liar if I said I knew what NDQ was. Oh. I thought you would have just said NQ. I don't know if the D meant something. I mean, beautiful. Beautiful. Look at this candle here on the 5-minute. Like, if this comes down here, I'm all for another lower shadow forming. Maybe get back-to-back hammers here. Again, yeah, it came up and it's failed miserably, but that 5-minute, I'm going to still take a swing at it. I mean, I hear ya, 24 Jaza, but we're kind of in unique times right now. All right, well, we'll see if I can get filled and if we can get some sort of... Okay, here we go, maybe. If that green line turns blue, I'm in. Okay, now bounce, now bounce. Oh, nope, did not care. Okay. We'll try again here. I am in. Come on. There we go. Little scalpy scalp on that one. Remember, you can always get back in. You can always get back in. And I may be looking to get back in once again. Understand, Clay? Why was your stop so tight? Because you can always get back in, brothers and sisters and furries. But I still haven't found what I'm looking. Oh, dude, that'd be all right. That's a good song for trading. On those days where you just can't quite find the setup. Once again, I'm watching the countdown timer. Let's see what kind of candle can be delivered here. Nice little hammer candle will have me interested in another potential long here, but I'm going to wait for that. I'm going to wait for the clock to hit 0. No, no, no. Don't leave me behind, though. Don't leave me behind. Okay, here we go. I can cook with this. Okay, come down again. I'll get long. Okay, no. All right, it's just laughed at me. They're like, come down, brother. We're going up. All right, never mind on that one. Starting a Futures Furries channel. Oh, that's not bad. That's not a bad idea. I'm in the green, 450. Hey, good job, AMS. I know you've been on a little bit of a rough patch. Ooh, there's that 5 minute. Looking good. Another hammer forming. Back-to-back hammers there. Can I join the furry channel? Yeah, you can be the main mod. That 5 minute is looking good. What's the fee you're paying per contract? Take Profit Trader, who's the prop firm I'm using. As far as I'm aware, they have the lowest commissions. So on micros, it's 25 cents to buy per contract, 25 cents to sell per contract. So 50 cents round trip per contract on the micros. Which I did not realize that. I always thought prop firms had like the same commissions, because I thought that was more like a Tradeovate thing, but that is not the case. So that is one of those little hidden things about Take Profit Trader that I didn't really knew existed until somebody pointed out, like, oh man, Take Profit Trader, they got great commissions. Okay, I will try another long down here if it comes back down. Once again, the 5 minute time frame. If it comes back down, look at all these lower shadows down here. So there are, as of now, there have been buyers. This is where the buyers are hanging around, down here. Now, will they continue to be hanging around if it comes back down again? Nobody knows that. But nobody could accuse you of saying, what are you talking about? Why would you think there are buyers around here? Like, I mean, look at all the times it's bounced. Again, don't confuse that with saying it will for sure bounce. Nobody knows if the buyers are still there. But in my mind, it is reasonable to think that they could be there. So we'll see what happens, see if it wants to make its way down there. And then, yeah, we'll see if it can hold strong or not. Ooh, wow. Oil. Okay, oil just had a bigger drop. Sitting right at the purple line there. So you're trying to short here? Interesting. Interesting. Going against those big old hammers on the 5 minute? You got some cojones, my friend. Yeah, I mean, I'll do, I've done one MNQ before, like if I'm chasing, and if I know I'm chasing. So I want to do a wise chase. Which sounds like an oxymoron, but, and maybe it is, but a responsible chase, again, I guess that's kind of like a counter. I promise it makes sense, though. If you know you're chasing, then, like I said, you can build in multiple layers of risk protection. You can just do micros. You can do a small size of micros. You can do it in a prop firm, or better yet, just do it in a test account prop firm. So that would be chasing wisely. But to chase with huge size on NQs in like a personal account where you could have potentially thousands of dollars at risk, I would say that is just a dumb chase. So not all chases are created equal is what I'm trying to say. And I'm trying to get long at that green line. Do I try to get long here, though, if it goes up through? Like I said, those 5 minute hammers, they're sort of whispering my name. Finally gonna go. Oh, look at that 5 minute. I don't know where to put my stop. Well, I know where to put my stop, but it's got to be like down here somewhere. And it's like, I don't know if I want to risk. Like I said, if I get long, let's just call it at 20, and I got to get my stop down below here. That's like a 30-point stop. I don't want to take a 30-point stop. Okay, Samuel, yeah, you, once again, you are being inefficient in many ways. The commission is one thing, but the fact that you're in Charles Schwab means you are trading futures with your own money. That's crazy. You're a crazy person. Day trading futures through a prop firm makes a whole lot more sense, mathematically speaking. You should consider that. I hope you do. Guy likes to live like, yeah, that's living life on the edge, especially in this environment. Well, in hindsight, yeah, I should have bought that. I should have bought the breakout. Shoulda, coulda, woulda, though, because that still would have required that 30-point stop, and I just was not. I didn't. Yeah, I just wasn't gonna have it. I'm not. I don't want to take a 30-point stop. No thanks. Hey, Alan. Been trading on my own without live streams. Well, I mean, you can. That's not like a either or. You can trade on your own and just hang out on the live stream. You know what I mean? Like you can just be here for the giggles. But good. Glad to have you back. And hopefully you're doing well. But I say do both. I say trade on your own and just have the live stream playing in the background or something. Short 166. Short 160s. Oh, okay, up here. So you're probably playing the highs, my guess. Okay, yep. You're looking to play a double top there. Fair enough. Schwab is so expensive. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's just like Samuel is just proof of why Pam's plan is just, well, Pam's plan specifically take profit trader, because I think some other prop firms are pretty rough on the commissions too. I don't think they're that rough, but yeah, take profit trader definitely. I think when it comes to micros, at least, they have the best out of all the prop firms. I don't know that for sure, but they are definitely up there. Again, 50 cents round trip per contract. And that's one of the many reasons I love Take Profit Trader. Do not ever trade futures on Schwab. There we go. Are you seeing all this, Samuel? You got all sorts of people like, what are you doing, brother? Hey, Brad, good morning. Okay, Brad, you are a longtime viewer, so I assume you had no idea that I went live today at the opening bell? Is that true? LOL prop firms. What do you mean LOL? Prop firms are the greatest. Prop firms are the greatest thing since sliced bread. I did not know. Okay. You did? I didn't get a notification. That does make me feel a little bit better. Like, I don't know if YouTube is just having an issue this morning or what, but yeah, like Evil Shaddix and Brad, I definitely recognize their names. Like, those are people that I would assume have notifications on. So for them not to know, yeah. Early AM, love it. Yeah, well, I'm not enjoying the numbers. This is the statistics from the business sense side of things aren't really suggesting that the going at the opening bell made sense, but yeah. Some people skydive. You didn't get a notification either. Well, what the heck? Morning, Rick. So yeah, Rick, another person saying good morning right now. So that tells me Rick had no idea that I did the opening bell. I mean, that's understandable. If you're eating Twinkies, that makes sense why you wouldn't know. Okay, so Bluefish did get a notification. I don't know. All right, well, like I said, I'd prefer to get long down around this yellow line again, but if I have to, maybe I'll have to take another swing at it. I didn't get a notification either and figured, all right, Philly. Well, like I said, I did announce yesterday at the end of yesterday's live stream that I was going live, or that I might go live today, but I also know that numbers drop off quite a bit at that point. So, and I didn't mention it at all during yesterday's live stream. Well, I saw it on Discord, yeah. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. Maybe I'll give it a go next Friday. I'm a simple man. I like lollipops in my mouth. I mean, that you are a simple man. You are a simple man if that's how you go through life. One time is not a good... You're right. You're right. Cajun, that is, this, statistically speaking, that is a fair argument. A sample size of one, not exactly solid. Oh, I mean, and you're day trading. I mean, come on now, Samuel. I still don't understand. Like, what is the why day trade options? Assuming you're not selling credit, assuming you're not selling premium, how could you possibly day trade futures and then ever want to go back to day trading options? I don't get that. Like, why would you throw yourself back into Theta's talons when you don't have to? All right, I think I might have to take a swing at this long here. It doesn't, famous last words, doesn't seem like it wants to pull back, and then watch it pull back. Okay, I'm in. Out for a scalp. I was too scared. That's trading scared right there. That might have been that was a forced trade. No, I'm not going to say was that like zero logic behind it. No, no, I'm not going to say that was just a coin flip randomness. But I was not fully convinced. Hence the source of my fear. It's time to walk away, Clay. Why? Why would I walk away? Then I don't get to hang out with cool people like you. What kind of logic is that? That's the worst logic I've seen. Turn away the chance to hang out with Ram Seep 5009. That's a terrible suggestion. Why? If I walk, I don't get to hang out with you, Ran Seep 5009. It's crazy talk on your part. You got to do better. Yeah, Acro, and you're not, or Coro, you're not alone. Important thing to be disciplined and walk away. Yeah. Do you think you'll be staying longer since you started earlier? Oh, I don't know. I got to get to my real job after this. I got to get out there and help with the house. Yes, you may ask. I am using 2 layers of that. Layer number 1, I'm in a prop firm. The prop firm I'm using is Take Profit Trader. Through that prop firm, I'm using Tradeovate. So the prop firm is Take Profit Trader. Through them, so it just looks like this. To explain real quick. So step 1, you go to the link at the top of the screen, select the account purchasing power you want, use code CLAY to get that 40% off. After that, they'll say, okay, well, what platform do you want to use? And I'm using Tradeovate. No, they're not. They're not letting me nail anything. I'm too stupid for that. But if they're like, hey, when they're making their, like yesterday, they were working on the stairs. So all the stairs, as they're making them, they're cutting out the triangles. So, I'd go pick up the triangle pieces, throw them on the burn pile. Hello, Priyantha. Okay, I'm in long. There we go. Another little scalpy scalp there. What is the combine rules? They're all right here. Very straightforward. Yeah, 5 days. And then, so for the 50K, for example, got to make 3,000. Don't lose 2,000. And then they have what they call a 50% consistency rule. All that means is in a single day, you can't make more than 50% of that, right? They're just trying to prevent people YOLOing, getting lucky in one trade. Now, once you get to the pro account, though, that rule goes away. You can make as much as you want. But yeah, that's very straightforward. Show that you can make 3,000, don't lose 2,000, and don't make more than 1,500 in a single day, because that's more than 50% of that right there. Well, Rambo, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. A lot of people would be very, very, a lot of people envy this problem you're having. Hey, Robert, I remember you. The name looks familiar. Selling options is a very profitable thing. Right, yeah, you're not wrong, Samuel. But my point is this: you're in an obscure category. The vast majority of people here and that are around kind of the internet and social media are not doing that sort of stuff. They are buying options. They are going long the premium. Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on the bigger pieces of scrap wood, but a lot of this is like not really usable. But yeah. Yes, thank you for asking, Drew. Yes, code Clay on any prop firm gives whatever that current deal is. So on Take Profit Trader, for example, code Clay, all caps, does indeed give you the 40% off and then 0 activation fee. But thank you for asking, Drew. Unlike Vincent, Vincent, thank you, Drew. I appreciate you. Yon, you're welcome. All right, do we get the break out of these highs? I don't know. I might be thinking of a short, if anything. Maybe a fake breakout. Yeah, Slomar. I'm trying to keep my eye on stuff like that, but so far the pieces that I've gotten rid of are not even for that. I'm in. Let's see stop loss. Oh, stop loss 181. Oh, you're short. Crap. Okay, no, there's nothing for me. I want to see this white line adjust up higher and then come down before would have gotten short, and it never really did that. So, all right, Slomaro, we'll see how things work out for you. But either way, shout out to you for being courageous and being willing to give us some numbers in real time. Which reminds me, yesterday we had. Sometimes I wonder, is it the same person? It's weird how they show up in groups. But yesterday we had that one little phase where it was like 2 or 3 lip flappers all showed up at once. Thank you, Drew. I appreciate that. You're feeding some hungry kids. Code Clay feeds hungry children. Now, full disclosure there, I have 6 children and they are hungry. So it's not a lie. Code Clay does indeed feed hungry children. They happen to be my children. But they are children and they are hungry. Therefore, I have told no lie. Code Clay does feed hungry children. Thank you. Thank you for your consideration in helping to support hungry children that unless you use Code Clay, they have to eat bark and pebbles. Not fruity pebbles, just pebbles. All right, I'm still interested in a potential short here. Just pop up a little bit through that white line. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Nice. Okay, let's see if it wants to snap back down here for, like I said, the fake breakout here. Uh-oh. The higher it goes, the higher my risk profile grows, which... If that pops up even more, I'm going to have to cancel this out. If that white line goes up higher... All right, like I said, trying to see if this is maybe some sort of fake breakout of these highs here. If that red line turns blue, I am short. Call Barbara. Never lose. That's true. Okay, maybe here we go. All right, I've given this thing plenty of time, and the mere fact that it doesn't want to come down, I'm not quite... in my mind, it's now kind of a coin flip. Whereas before that, I thought if it came down and then came back down relatively quickly, then I had an edge. But I think we've, in my mind, we have passed the point of quote unquote quickly. So therefore, we're kind of at a coin flip, and I'm not looking to take coin flip trades. So it could still work out, but like I said, maybe my definition of quickly was off. That's a beautiful looking candle, though. Good grief. Hey, Evo. Okay, if it comes back up and hits that white line, I'm going to have to throw the short back out here because that will be potentially a very, very nice looking situation. Come on, hit that white line. And like I said, I'm going to throw my short back out there. Okay, there we go. Short at the red line if the price comes back down. So I'm just right now trying to get short. If I actually do get short, red line will turn blue. So now I just got to be patient. This thing is just really kind of struggling to make up its mind either way, it seems like right now. But like I said, sometimes you just got to be a little like, okay, here we go. Maybe. Yeah. Man, we just chilling. Okay, never. Oh, whoa. Okay. Okay, maybe something here if it wants to push up a little bit more. So let's see this go up through the white line and then come back down. Might try a short here. I still like this candle right here. This is what has got me still interested. There we go. Okay, we'll short at the red line. I'm in. I'll take the scoopy scoop. Scoopy scoop. Scoopy scoop. Scoop. There we go. Now, should I have done a scalpy scalp or just let the thing cook? Hindsight will be my judge. But I've been in a scalpy scalp kind of mood, and so far so good, brothers and sisters and furries. Do I need to put you in timeout again, Jimbo? Are you going to be a good friend or a bad friend? I was using that all day yesterday. Scalpy scalp. Were you doing the dance, though? That's a more important thing. Yeah, furries. Oh, yeah, you're a furry. C2 beast. You're a beast. Yeah, you're in the category of furry. Well, are you going to be a good friend or bad friend? That's what I'm asking, Jimbo. Sure. I just did the dance, you dent. Goodness, I'm not. It's got to be organic. I just did it like 17 seconds ago. Yeah, definitely not a furry. Oh, okay. I just saw the word beast in your name. You call yourself a beast boy. No, see, that's the thing. Good friends don't tell others to just when they should not be doing NQs to go do NQs. See? Old name from back in the day. Fair enough. Fair enough. Hope it sounds like you are a reasonable person, so you can at least understand where I'm coming from. It sounds like you will understand my confusion to think that why I might think you're a furry. What is the indicator for the timing bar called? Oh, I don't know. I don't know on Ninja. On Tradovate, if you want the countdown timer up here, how do you do that? Yeah, oh yeah, you come up here, click view settings, and then bar countdowns. But yeah, as far as Ninja Trader, I don't know. All right, I think we got, I need to get some, all right, this line. Do we have a, maybe I just have to start from here. I don't know if I like that line or if that's me kind of, I think it's okay. Yeah, the flowers will be arriving today. Oh my, okay, this 5 minute is starting to look a little goofy. Getting back to back of these upper shadow candles. I mean, are the bulls really going to chew through all that? Maybe. But on Ninja, it's bar timer. All right, do you see that, Crazy Sheller? Who I forgot who asked. Are you looking for long, short MNQ? Well, why do you ask, Susu? You're not thinking of blindly following me, are you? I hope not. Okay, yeah, I will take another short if this thing wants to come up to this white line, upper part right here. Mainly based on that 5 minute, though. The 5 minutes looking with all those upper shadows. Wait, what just happened? I turned my head for a second, and what was that? Look at this 5 minute. All right, well, that had to have been like a quick, I could have sworn I turned my head for just a second. I looked back and it was like, did what I just had described it doing. I just joined. I don't trade for Fridays. Okay, so you're just asking just to ask. Gotcha. It was in a, yeah, I was going to say, holy smokes. Okay, well, I don't want to get short down here. I wanted to get short up near that yellow line, as I explained. So we'll see if it maybe wants to revisit that area. But wow, that was quick. Boy, that escalated quickly. All right, well, we'll see. So what would be great is if this candle has another upper shadow to it, and then this next candle starts, immediately comes up here, I'll be looking to get short again. So we have, man, I don't think I've ever talked about the timer this much in a single stream before, but yeah, so I'm gonna, this candle's got about 20 seconds more before this candle is done. Hey, Blackout, where have you been? Yeah, I ordered them a couple days ago, period. And yeah, Rhoda, roses are red poem. Okay, here we go. Come on, come up. Come back up. Come up here to Papa. There we go. I'm getting short at the red line if it wants to come back up there. Look at what are we even like? What are we doing with our lives? What is this? Look at this like little narrow, I guess, rising wedge. Just slow and steady grind, but the grind seems to be running out of steam. The 5 minute is something that is just wild. Look at all these upper, like this is just a very interesting looking chart. To have all these back-to-back upper shadow candles, yet the thing won't roll over. Seller's been getting cooked. Yeah, if they're undisciplined, but I don't know. It has been grinding up, but the shorts have had plenty of opportunities to at least scalp out if they want. It's criminal. Are you having a bad day? Come on, blackout. You seem upset. Usually, for me, I found I'm not in a good emotional place if when I'm not getting the moves I want, I start to accuse people of being criminals. There's a 10-second delay. I don't think for most people the delay is 10 seconds for the live stream. I think it's usually like 3 to 5 seconds. Okay, good. You're just kidding. Okay, good. Hey, Baked Leaf. Trump speaks at, well, he's supposed to speak at noon, right? Now, whether or not he is on time is a different question. Look at the, I just can't, like, if this thing doesn't roll over here, I don't, like, it just refuses to, like, I will join blackout. Criminal. If this thing does not roll over any further, it must be Nancy Pelosi buying right now. Yeah, we might need to pull out mathematics. Okay, the world is starting to make sense again. This coming down right now does make sense. Can we give? I don't know what we would call this combination of candles, but that's a pretty unique situation there on the 5 minute. And I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of those. I'm out 10 points. Good job, Ravin. Okay, I am once again getting short up here though. So I will try a short at the red line. Still got a lot of these topping tails up here on the 5 minute. So I'm thinking maybe we can get another topping tail to form. But if this is going to be some sort of true breakout, well, I'll have a losing trade. Like, this is mainly based on the, in my mind, it makes a lot more sense looking at the 5 minute than here, but we're just going to, as always, track it on the 2 minute time frame. Clay, you were winning. Good job. Well, for now, brother. No! Come back up. Spiked up to my stop loss, then drop. Oh, that's never fun. That's never fun, brother. I had one of those, was that yesterday? Oh, yeah, yesterday. Remember that one trade I took and I got like just punched in the face with slippage, and then it would have went in my favor. Again, this is mainly based on the 5 minute, this setup, but we're looking here at the 2 minute. So if you wonder why I keep tilting my head that way, because I'm keeping an eye over there on that 5 minute time frame. So we'll see if it does want to try to. I'm starting to lose interest though now in this up here, because if I'm able to get short, be looking at a nice like hammer candle would be required. Well, if it rolls over without me, then that's just the way the cookie crumbles, and it is what it is. Hey, Clay, how in the world are you? I see you're green like 99% of the time. All right. Nah, the 5 minutes got me scared. I'm thinking, do I try to play a bounce off the 21 EMA? But no, 5 minutes got me too scared. Too scared. I think does not feel like the 21 EMA is giving an edge. It feels like at best a coin flip on whether or not the price bounces off that area. Again, maybe the 2 minute is about to punch the 5 minute in the face and be like, oh no, the 2 minute 21 EMA is here to play. And so far, it's here to play. Look at that. Okay. Okay. How long you been trading for, Clay? I got started my senior year of college, and I graduated from Ohio State in 2006. So I guess that puts us right about the 20-year mark. That's what I'm saying, M Powers. That's what I'm looking at. That's why I can't quite trust this 21 EMA. But right now, this 21 EMA is on the 2 minute is overpowering the 5 minute. Correct. The OHIO. Yeah, it's I'm kind of old. I'm kind of an old dude. Been around for a while. Am I about to get suckered in and buy this very level that I said I didn't trust? Am I really going to step in the way of this 5 minute, which is suggesting more of a pullback? I might. I probably shouldn't, but I am getting more and more docs. Okay, I have to. If this hits the low here and comes back up, I'm getting long. Well, not with one. All right, never mind now, though. My risk profile would be too much. Okay, there we go. Now I don't feel like totally stupid. Again, even if it comes up here, I don't want to be buying here with my stop all the way down here. I liked it a lot more when I could buy right here and put my stop like way less. Don't what? Don't what? Don't what? Why? Listen to your loins. So if you don't think it's a good idea to get long, does that mean you're short right now? Because you think it's a good idea to get short? If you don't think it's a good idea to get long right now, I assume that means you're short right here? I've never seen anyone trade the 2 minute. Really? You gotta. No, actually, don't expand your friend circle. You just stay right here, Vlad. You was okay. Well, hey Zeus, around here we don't do the trust me, bro trade plans. Congrats on that trade, but your next one, let's see some numbers ahead of time or in real time. So if you don't mind, if you could give us an entry point as a number, a stop loss as a number, and a target as a number. That's what we appreciate around here. We try to avoid the trust me, bro trade plans. Given the internet and somebody saying, yeah, man, I got short right here and I covered right there. It's like, okay, I mean, okay, maybe, but like, trust me, bro. Got you. All right, sounds good. Sounds good, brother. Ooh, look. All right, I have you have. I have to. I don't know about you, but like, check this out. For a long, we have. Okay, so let's first just start with the volume profile. If you picture the volume as these is mountains, look where the peak is of this mountain right here, and then look what else is near the peak. We have a pivot point and the 21 EMA. Does that mean the price will bounce from that area? It does not. But does it mean I'm going to at least take a swing at it? Yes, it does. What is that? That is about 103. There we go. Again, this seems maybe a little random on the 2 minute, but on that 5 minute, there we go. I'm gonna take a swing. My edge didn't trigger today. What would be I'm that's fine, but like what did not trigger today, which somehow led to you not being able to trade at all? Wasn't that more around 107? No. No. For the day trading, the 2 minute hits a lot of technical moves most days. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't have any. If you want to use the 3 minute, fine by me. But the 1 minute, I don't know. It can get, it just, listen, there's no holy grail. But the 1 minute seems to just get kind of choppy at times. People just want to sound smart, bro. I mean, yes, Evo. Yeah, that is a true statement. I play the break and rest of the opening candle on the 5 minute, and then I had to start my job. Oh, okay, gotcha. I play the break and rest of the opening candle. So you're saying you do the orb? Is that the orb you're describing or something else? I play the break and retest of the opening candle on the 5 minute. I gotcha. I find the great 1 minute great for scalping. Then it sounds like Frank's using the 1 minute. Oh. And we got some people using the 15 second. So some people look at the 1 minute and the 1 minute would cause them to yawn. Be like, 1 minute? I got to wait 1 minute for a candle to finish moving around? I mean, think about that. Think about how slow the 1 minute is compared to the 15 second person. The 15 second trader has to wait 4 times as long on the 1 minute time frame. That's wild. I play the 65 EMA on the 1 minute. Cool. Now is that the Mongolian 65 EMA or is that the Switzerland 65 EMA? I'm confused. Okay, well, never mind on that. Boy, do I look stupid now, thinking that the price could come down there. Well, that trend line seems kind of stupid, doesn't it? Seems a little bit not going to happen. What about this trend line? Yeah, maybe that one. Maybe that one would be a little bit more. Yeah, I'll take a swing at this one. I'll leave that one up there too, just out of more so curiosity stake. I made like 600 trade. What? Huh? What in the world? 600 trades. How do you even? How's that possible? How did your computer not melt down? That's crazy. You're a madman, brother. The pirate EMA? Yeah, that's a good one. Although, are we talking Somalian pirates or Nigerian pirates? We need a volunteer EMA. I'm at 39 trades today. Well, I mean, you only got like 540 more to go, or 560 more to go. 561 to be exact to go. Yeah, what are your commissions on that? That is a, yeah, so what kind of commissions are you paying on 600 trades? And I'm looking for a potential short up at this yellow line here if it wants to get up there. But until then, just trying to be patient. That's crazy, Rambo. That is, I mean, that's absolutely bonkers. You were 15 NQs long. Goodness. Wondering if I want to try a long here or not. And this was a nice strong move up, good solid volume. This red candle here, low volume. This pullback here, pretty low volume. So we do have a low volume pullback, which is ideal after you get these strong volume moves up. There we go. See, Rambo? Code Clay. And by the way, thank you for typing it all caps too, because that is actually what it is. Okay, I'm long. Okay, didn't give me my little ideal scalpy scalp. There we go. Take that one instead. Again, look at the move up. Look at the volume bars. Had this little bit of a pullback. Look at the volume bar. And then go read a textbook and they'll tell you. When you have pullbacks, ideally you want to see lower volume compared to the breakout. KISS method, folks. Keep it simple, stupid. Notice, no fancy terminology was required. Just, oh, big green. Oh, these bars are bigger than these ones. Oh, some red on a modest pullback. Oh, look how small these are relative. Like, if you can understand shapes, keep it simple, stupid. The KISS method. Now, do I sound smart in describing that? No, it probably sounds a little childlike. But you know what? I'm just a baboon. So I have to explain things to myself like a child. But no, sorry. I do not have any fancy terminology for you. How many trades would you say is over trading? Anything that's not a good setup. So, for example, if on a day you have 15,000 A-plus setups, you better have 15,000 trades. On the next day, if you have one A-plus setup, you better have one trade. That doesn't have to be A-plus, but like, let me put it this way. One day, if you have 15,000 setups that meet your requirement of a good setup, you better have 15,000 trades. If the very next day, you only have 3 trades that meet your criteria for a good setup, you better only have 3 trades. Does that make sense? That's why I do not trade for, okay, I want to make a XYZ amount of trades or I want to make XYZ amount. No, my argument would be trades your setups. Trade based on your setups. If your setups are not there, then you shouldn't be trading. So some days you're going to be trading more than others because some days you're going to have more setups compared to other days. Which is why I despise profit targets. Because that in of itself is almost going to force you to trade on a day that maybe you don't even get any good setups on that day. But hey, I got to make $300 a day. So yeah, there's not really any setups out there, but I have this arbitrary goal to make $300 a day. So I guess I got to trade even though there are no good setups. But if you just make your requirement, trade good setups, well, then there you go. But I'm stupid. Sometimes maybe things are more complicated than what I make them. So I don't know. Maybe that is just an idiotic way to approach it, but that's how I approach it. All right, maybe another long in here. I mean, we got ourselves a nice little bull flag. So does this want a bull flag up to the high and then higher? I am still interested in a short at this yellow line here, which is that upward trend line, but do we try to play the bull flag breakout? And by we, I mean me and the voices in my head. The one thing that's just got me a little leery is we are at this area. So again, volume profile, if we picture this as mountain, we have this mountain peak, and this mountain peak extends here. So there has been a lot of volume that has exchanged hands right here in the form of resistance. So not shocking to see that the same exact area here at the peak of this mountain is right now acting as resistance. Now that doesn't mean it can't break out. I'm just explaining kind of where my hesitation is coming from. So yes, clearly I did. There was that bull flag. So it did break out. Not a whole lot of follow through. It still may give follow through. It's not so not like I'm saying that that's a failed bull flag breakout. AMS. If you go back to the 3-minute mark. All that is explained at the 3-minute mark of this stream. And it was like a 5-minute explanation, so that's why I want to do that, because I don't feel like doing the 5-minute explanation 10 times. 11:30? Was there news at 11:30? I don't think so. Was something scheduled for 11:30? Or is that just a coincidental type thing? Atlanta Fed? No. Nobody cares about that. Or at least I don't think anybody cares about it. I made 50 trades today, 80% winning. All right, Jason. Well, sounds like the market jived well with your strategy today. No news. Markey switched to the algo. No, Markey is the algo. London closes at 11. Roger that. It is 11:30 though. And I don't know what time zone you're talking though, Keith. 11:30. Oh, okay. So London just closed. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that has something to do with it. Ooh, what a recovery back. Okay. Does this now mean it's a long? The buyer showed back up. We'll see. Just a blip? Yeah, maybe. Ooh. Yee. Go. Okay. So say, yeah, something happened with oil too at that point, because check out the oil chart. Oil spiked up to then just come back down. So can you imagine? There is at least 3 people in the world that had that trend line drawn like that. They then bought the breakout, were feeling great about themselves, and are now like, at least 3 people in the world have their arms up right now. They're wondering what just happened there. Hello, Lilko? Hello. Good stuff, this AM Clay. Just put a horse in the stable. Nice. Congrats, BMR. Love to see it. All right, I think, yeah, I think I'll have to try a long down here if it does want to come back down to this area. So we'll try to get long at the green line if it wants to come back down. Still interested in a short. Now, my ideal short is way up there, but I'm not quite sure if that would take a pretty big move to get for this trend line to come into play. But preferably it comes down here and then I can get short up there, right? Because if I can do that, that means I've gotten filled and then it's gone all the way up there. Can I make $500 just by copying you? No. And by the way, you cannot make $500 copying anybody. If only it were that easy. Now, this is where I needed to deploy the, if it sounds too good to be true, it is. Think about it. Why does anybody work at fast food places? Why are there garbage men? Why are there pretty much, why are there waitresses? Why are there, anything? Why do any of those types of jobs exist if it was that easy to just make $500 copying somebody else? If only it were that easy. I mean, being a garbage man would be a bad life choice if there was something else available to you where all you got to do is blindly follow somebody else and you can make $500. Like, what is the point? Like, why? You know what I mean? If only it were that easy. All right, here we go, maybe. What is that about right there, I think? There we go. Looking for a short. I guess I can bring that down a little bit more. Right about there. It looks like, right there. I think that's the trend line. I'm trying to guess. Nice. Getting up our first roof trusses. Let's go. Hey, Tori, good morning. Again, looking for a short at... Okay, now I got to go up a little bit more because my trend line has technically moved up a little bit. Right, with each candle, the trend line technically gets higher and higher. The white line, by the way, is just the high of the day. So the price can never get above that white line. The white line, as you're seeing here, is just, oh, no, somebody else said it. I'm in. All right. I'm cracking walnuts here. Okay, that was too intense. That caught me off guard. Okay, let me just reassess. Yeah. That's why we need to, this is one of the things that traders need to have right here. Okay? Too many people talk about, well, how many monitors do I need? What's quality internet? What's a good broker? Nobody ever asks, what's a good quality toilet paper? Because this is more important than anything else. Okay, maybe, is this one really going to come into play? Let's see. Let's get it extended out some more. Okay. Now, maybe just a fake breakout of this trend line here. So, oh no, stop. Let me cook real quick. We might have a beautiful rising wedge. I think. Maybe. Duxel. Either way, kind of irrelevant right now because maybe another short up here. Let's see if we can get... So on this next candle, if this wants, it being the price, wants to come up, bump its head on the white line and start to come back down, I'll try. Okay, yes, yep, there you go. Come up. Good. That's good enough. I'm going to try a short right there. Let's just see if it wants to flat out get rejected now from that trend line here. Okay, if that red line turns blue, I'm in. Looking for a rejection here from this upper trend line. Had the theory goes a fake breakout here, and now maybe it just goes back to getting rejected. I'm in. Come on, reject it. Smack it down. Smack it down. Smack it down. Smack it down. Come on. Come on. Give it a smacky smack. Come on, brother. Come on. I was thinking the smacky smack would come a little bit quicker than this, but I don't want to be underpatient. I don't think that's a word. Come on, brother. Come on, release to the downside. There we go. I don't know. It's not letting go. So I'll just take it off there. Some brokers scam people. What country are you in, by the way? And are you talking like Forex brokers or need a little bit more context? You're long? All right, Dominique is long. Yeah, it still may get smacked back down, but goodness, that thing would not quite let go, so I had to hop out. Even when it started to let go, it let go a little bit more, but not much. It was not a kind of a smoother thing, so that's why, because I can, again, as I said earlier, I can always get back in. So once again, if this candle closes up around here, the next one comes up here, bumps its head on the white line, and then starts to come back down, I'll look for a short. Because the trend line, to be fair, it is still in play. It is still presenting problems. It's just the question of, is it going to be strong enough to actually create some push to the downside? And that's what's lacking. I'm from South Africa. Okay. Well, yeah, that makes sense why you're all worried about scammy brokers and stuff. Unfortunately, what I'm doing here is not available in South Africa. I don't know why South Africa is banned, but yeah, with Take Profit Trader, they are not open to people in South Africa. You're short, Maggie? What is the white? Dude, no. AMS, you're trolling, right? That is rage. No, that's rage bait. That is rage bait. Good try. Good try. I'm not going to fall for it. Might be interested in a long down here. This is the 21 EMA. So you were right. I was right. No. Broadly speaking, I was right. This is why trading's hard. Broadly speaking, I was right. True. But trading is not about broad statements. You got to get the details right. So the detail that I got wrong was I just thought this would happen quicker than what it did. So there you go. There's a good example of how you can be right and then not do very well on the trade. Why did you not hold? I explained why. Just watching you do your thing. All right. Hey, Dell. Good to see you. No, I think AMS was just, I think he was just joking around. There's no way that he asked about the white line when I've explained what the white line is. No joke. Probably at least 5 times on this stream. So, no, I think he was just rage baiting. I want to learn trading, but it's hard learning on my own. You can go to claytrader.com if you want. I got some stuff. Whoa! Whoa! Look at the upward trend line. Doggone it. Well, I said I played it. I feel just fine of how I played it because in my mind, it just now clearly my thought was wrong, but based on what I thought before I had hindsight, I did play it the way I should have. But yes, now that I know what happens next, okay, yeah, I guess I shouldn't have done that. But at the time, with the information I had, I played it the right way. Judd. Clay, I have the same setup. How do I give my screen more room? I'm not sure. Winward, I'm not quite sure what you're asking. Yeah, no, all I know is that Forex is a scammy place. And then when you talk about Forex and like brokers in like other countries, it can get even scammier. All right. Well, if the price does continue to work back up, I will once again continue to be interested in this line right here. But the 21 EMA, it's doing work. Clay, do you still... Vincent, you are killing me, Vincent. Yes, dude. Vincent isn't using the code. Come on, Vincent. Are you and AMS brothers? I think you guys are both conspiring to rage bait me today. That's my theory. I wonder if it's just to buy the 21 EMA. It might be. Winward, what you might be asking about is this. How do I do that? I think your problem might be this. Continuous auto fit? Try turning that off. That might be what you're asking. Again, click on settings, come down to continuous auto fit, and make sure that is off. I think that's what you're talking about. Maybe. The kids are in Michigan right now. Are you more interested in short than long? Are you talking about like right now or in general? Right now. I don't know. I'm indifferent right now. Because it's kind of in the middle of nothing. Up here, I'm interested in more of a short. Down here, I'd be interested in more of a long. Hey, another. So we'll see. Again, yeah, I like that for another short. Let's see if I get short here. My stop is up there. How many points is that? 8. With slippage, let's call it 9. Let me come up a little bit more. Whoa, 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 brother. Okay, here we go. Looking for another rejection of that trend line. If it's not, I'll be getting stopped out. Let's see what happens. I am in. Come on, reject, reject, reject down more. Nope, that's not quite good enough. Come on, Treadline, do your thing, brother. Little bit more, little bit more, little bit more. Come on. I need more. Come on. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. And out. Didn't quite. Like I said, I needed it. For that whole RVR to work out, I needed a little bit more on the pullback, and it didn't quite give it to me. Bummer. It happens. No, no hablas español, solo poquito. What is going on with this crazy market? I don't know. It's just going up, brother. Looks like people think that Iran's they're about to make a deal, which means that begs the question: are we looking at a buy the rumor, sell the news? Like if there's news today that the war is now over, does the market collapse? Okay, collapse is too strong a word. Does the market see red? I think so. That would be my prediction. If there is news today that the war is now officially over, I would be team markets are going down. Just the classic buy the rumor, sell the news. You're in Brazil? Okay, yeah. I'm in America. Solo hablas inglés. Solo hablas inglés. I think the market, why? Why would it rip to the upside? Just like Dogecoin was supposed to rip to the upside when Elon Musk went on SNL. Who remembers that one? Do you trade during the news? Well, it depends what kind of news. Next trade plan, short 238. All right. That was funny. It went up prior, then tanked. Yeah, like buy the rumor, sell. By the way, this buy the rumor, sell the news thing, like that's like one of the more cliche sayings, but it is true because the market is forward looking. The market is already looking forward to the end of the war. So when the end of the war happens, well, the market's already been looking for that. Therefore, buy the rumor, sell the news. I don't know why. I always go to that one, the Dogecoin thing. Like that is the epitome in my mind of buy the rumor, sell the news. Oh man, once Elon Musk is on SNL, the whole world is going to know about Doge. And then that very evening is when the dump started. Because, well, the news happened, right? The rumor happened. I might have a blow off top and then sell if any deal is really made. Yeah, Brent, I could see that. Yeah, that's a good point. Do I mean like it drops immediately? No, but could I see it like spike up and then start to come down from there? Oh, yeah. Trump speaking at 12. In theory, we'll see if he's on time. Doggone it. See? I was right, broadly speaking. That trend line would want to be resistance, but what did I get wrong? My stop loss. Why was your stop loss so tight, Clay? Well, I mean, again, you have new information that I did not have. You have this thing called hindsight. So I do agree with the new information I now have. My stop loss was too tight. But if the new information we got was the price exploding all the way up here, I don't think anybody would be questioning. I would not be questioning saying my stop loss was too tight. I'd be saying, good job, Clay, keeping that stop loss tight. Yeah, I wouldn't complain if Trump wants to talk about code, Clay. Rambo, hey, I'm all for that. Yeah, the suicide, the dolphin kamikazes. That's true, yeah. If your stop loss is hit, it's, oh, that was too tight. I invest in companies every month. I hope it pays off. Oh, cool. Yeah, that's good. So you're investing. What we're doing here is more so not more so. It is day trading. To be even more specific than that, we are day trading futures. And then to be even more specific, we are day trading futures through a prop firm. With lasers? Wasn't that? Is that from Austin Powers? Dolphins with lasers? Or am I thinking of Batman Returns? No, that's penguins. Penguins with the missiles on them. Again, I'm showing my age. Trump is going to announce Save the Hungry. Yeah, that'd be nice. There we go, Philly. Yeah, they started to come on pretty strong at the normal time. Yeah, okay, Austin. Oh, sharks with lasers, not dolphins. Dang, maybe it is that easy today. Just buy the 21 EMA on the 2-minute. There's a winning trade. Winning trade, winning trade, another winning trade. Maybe it is just that easy today. It was ill-tempered bass. SNDK short. Yeah, how is SNDK doing out of curiosity? Is it fine? Is it still pulling back more? Oh my goodness. Oh, there are people crying. Check out foreclosure sites for boats and cars and houses. Because that just suckered in shorts thinking, finally we're here, and then boom. Wow. Wow. There are some good deals out there on foreclosure sites. Hey, Clay, what do you know about household limit? I don't know. First off, I don't use Tradeify. I have a code with them, but I use Take Profit Trader. So I'm not the right person you want to be asking for that, John. Do I like crypto? No. I don't have anything against crypto, but from a day trading standpoint, no, futures are way better. From an investing standpoint, I like actual assets, like land, for example. You're welcome, John. I am guessing this will be your baby. That one's got me scratching my head. Can you please define this? How old am I? Let's see here. Let me do some math. Carry the 2, divide by pi, take the circumference. I think I'm 43. Good job, Tempest. Not really. To me, it's the same because I just focus on scalps type stuff. So no, Robert, I don't notice a whole lot of difference because I've been trading them both the same. How old are you, Steve Young? You creep. What do you want next? Did you need my credit card numbers or what? So here's a mind-blowing thought. Anybody that has what? 25 or older? Like me to them, I'm kind of a weirdo. I was literally born in the 1900s. Like, think about it. Like, if there was somebody around for me that I knew was born in the 1800s, even if it was like 1899, that'd be crazy. But now they're like young adults where for them, they're like, huh, really? You were born in the 1900s? That's cool. Not me. It's crazy. Again, looking for another potential short up around this yellow line. I know it didn't work last time, but I'll try again. 1980 here. Yeah, 83 for me. Hey, relax. Hopefully you're having a good day. All right, there is my new trade plan. Looking to get short at the red line. Stop is the green. So trying to be patient. We'll see if the price can work its way up there. And again, looking to get short at the red line. Stop will be at the green line. And you know what, Mugiwara? You know what we can say to you? Dang, we got some stupid young kids here. You know what I mean? Dang, we got some young morons here that have no life experience. How about them apples, boy? You like them apples? Again, Mugiwara, I've wanted to ban you about 37 times, but your name's too cool. If I were to ban you, I will never ever get to say Mugiwara ever again. How often? Well, that's a little deceiving because with Take Profit Trader, you can do daily payouts. So like, I don't know, almost on a daily basis. But again, that's deceiving because with Take Profit Trader, one of their great things is once you get to the pro account and above the buffer, then you can take payouts every single day. So like that may sound like really crazy, but it's not, like I said, that sounds deceiving. Again, Labradabra, you're not wrong, but my point is like, just take base hits, take scalps, take sniper shots, whatever you want to call them, until buffer, and then once you get the buffer, go and do that again. Okay, I'm an idiot. Apparently, it truly is as easy as just buying the 21 EMA on the 2-minute. Holy smokes. 1 winning trade, 2 winning trade, 3 winning trades. 4 scalp. Okay, that would have probably been a losing trade. Back to basically a winning trade, winning trade, winning trade, winning trade, winning trade, winning trade, winning trade. But for some reason, I'm just making this harder than it needs to be. Okay, AMS, I don't know. Dude, I don't get you, AMS. You are, please tell me. In fact, AMS, lie to me right now for my mental sanity. You're rage baiting me, right? That's another rage bait question. Just lie to me for my mental sake. See, yeah, Clay, I'm just rage baiting. Lie to me, please. No, I asked you to lie. If somebody wants help AMS answer that question for him that I answer ad nauseum. Yeah, hopefully I don't know if they're lying or not, but it's just like crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, I think he is trying to rage bait me. Again, if you're new here, AMS is like, he's not new around these parts anymore. And the questions he's asking are like, how do you not know this by now? Hence why I think he's just trying to rage bait. Okay, here we go. Maybe a short here. Wes, what are you being so bossy for? Dang. Explain how you use the volume on the graph. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man, Wes shows up and says jump, and I'm just like, okay, how high, brother? Dang. No, Wes, these questions are like you talking to a professional video gamer and being like, explain how you use that button. It's like, well, there's a little bit more than that. What am I looking at? I see numbers and Xmas colors. You're looking at something called a technical chart. And the Christmas colors are called candlesticks. I think I might just buy down here just because, I mean, is it really that easy? Okay. It's really just seemingly as easy as just buying the 21 EMA. Let's see if it can work. Or is this going to be the situation where when I finally do it, it no longer works? Okay, technically I'm a little bit below. Don't ruin it. Yeah, I might be ruining it here, Frank. We'll see. Again, time and time again, that 21 EMA is held. So you know what? Maybe it's just that easy today. Just buy the 21 EMA in the 2-minute, Clay. Stop overthinking this, brother. Wait, is Trump supposed... Okay, Trump is supposed to be speaking right now. So if you guys don't mind keeping an eye on the podium and maybe giving us all a heads up when he actually shows up. Trying to get long at the green line. Okay. I say if this thing bounces, that'll be just so frustrating. Okay, now when I try to buy, you don't even come down and touch the thing. Still not speaking. Correct. Yeah, he does seem to always be late. Okay, I can't do it now. I can't do it. Hey. Oh my goodness, that was a delay. Okay, that was scary. Come on, Trade of 8. I don't like those little glitches. Okay, why am I not doing it now? Well, because we've had this green line. This was a solid green candle. And if this thing comes down here and fills me, that means that this green candle has failed. And that just is too scary. Get ready for the rug pull. Just a feeling. Okay, so are you short? Michael? Are you short? Michael N70. Yes, at the moment. And where's your stop at? I heard day trading is stressful, so I had to see it for myself. Well, I mean, yeah, it's stressful if you have, if your money management and risk management is not in play, it can be stressful. Okay, I think we have to just put EM2S. Can somebody translate that? What did they just say? Is this even a real person or is that a bot? Hey, Neil. I did, yeah. Help. Actually, yeah, did quite a bit. A lot of stuff was just, helping them carry, for lack of better terms, the plywood. Even though it's not plywood, it's zips is what it's called. It's like a newer type of product. But yeah, for reference sake, help carry on some plywood, help steady it, I think I got a sliver. Got my first sliver in years. So we got like a little miniature. So if we use the 21 EMA as the lower part of the pattern, then if we bring this across the top, we have like a nice little miniature ascending triangle, which is bullish. So I'm thinking about maybe trying to go for the breakout of the ascending triangle. Up around, I don't know, let's call it 212 as a breakout point. Yeah, I don't think enough people really care about that stuff. I tried doing vlogs several years ago, and the viewership on them was nothing. For the amount of time that went into it, it just didn't make a whole lot of sense. Did I go to... Yeah, no, I didn't go to the emergency room. I called the paramedics and requested a chopper. They brought in the helicopter for my sliver. Yeah. Yeah, I've heard nothing but good stuff about zips. Get to the chopper. Exactly. Looks like a bull flag. I don't know what it looks like. It looks like, from some angles, a rising wedge. From your angle, fair enough, a bull pennant. And then here I am on the 2-minute looking at kind of this ascending triangle. I'll look for a long down there. Okay, here we go. Should I have bought at the 21 EMA again? Is it really that easy? Yeah, it's bounced. I don't know if that would be enough for a scalpy scalp here. If this turns green, that's plenty enough for me for a scalpy scalp. If that candle can go green. Yep. Zips is good, especially if you put that flashing correctly. Yeah, I'm not sure what that... I don't know what you mean by the flashing, but... I'll trust the guys working on it that they know what they're doing. Let's dump on the lunch crowd. Well, I mean, I don't care. That's fine. As long as a dump stops there and then goes back up. That's all I care about. If it wants to dump a little bit, that's fine. It's just not too much. Ooh, oil's got a bonk. Ooh, look at that candle on oil. Wow. Was all the way down here to then fight all the way back up. Okay. I'm going full YOLO short on the Trump speech. Let the good times roll. Well, once again, I guess it is that easy. Just buy the 21 EMA. What am I doing with my life? Why can't I trust it? I don't know why I can't trust to do it. Gas is $4.58 down here in Florida. Yeah, it is about $4.27. Yeah, we're just chopping around right now. For some reason, I want to go short. Okay, if I get short here, 200, stop up there, 12-point stop. Like, there's no way it bounces off the 21 EMA again, does it? Like, come on now. When is Trump speaking? I think anytime now. Thank you, dork. Oh, boy. I don't know. That's why I'm setting my hands. Does this thing want to come down through this 21 EMA? Or does it want to, push to the upside of the ascending triangle? Decisions. It's consolidating, just waiting for Trump. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, be patient. Is anybody long or short? So right now, give me a 1 if you're long, 2 if you're short. You don't have to give me any other numbers. If you do not answer, then the implication is you're not in a trade. So just to keep the numbers nice and easy to see, 1 if you're long, 2 if you're short. Good grief. People don't listen. Cat, we'll give them a timeout for a minute for not listening. Who wants to gamble? What do you mean? All right, pretty even split looking like. Okay. The longs, are they about to get paid here? I mean, maybe more twos, but it's not like it would be overwhelming in either way. I could probably create a poll, but that might make too much sense. Okay, I think I might be stupid here. I might be getting suckered into a fake breakout, but so be it. I'm in. Ascending triangle has been broken. Let's see if we can get some follow through. Come on, ascending triangle. You broke. Let's see some now momentum. Hey, I'll take that. Scoopy scoop. Scoopy scoop. Okay, don't get cocky, boy. We might have a short up here now. Don't get cocky, boy. I am cocky right now. I feel like I'm king of the world. All right, stop. I think I need to adjust this trend line. Now that we have more data, maybe that's the more accurate trend line now. There we go. I will look for a short at that upper trend line. Congrats to all of you that were long. Good job. Okay, Octo, stop behaving as if there's like some strategy that you just buy off a shelf, brother. You gotta, all those nuances you gotta do on your own. All right. Very nice breakout of that ascending triangle. And the 21 EMA is just an absolute beast. That green line there. But yeah, that trade right there. I mean, I mapped that out already, but it poked its head above there. I thought, okay, let's see if it wants to get more. And it did. It snapped up and gave me a nice little scalpy scalp. Okay. EM, I guess it does. Can anybody translate what EM is saying? I mean, I don't mind that they're speaking Spanish, but like, for all I know, are they like a scammer? I don't know what they're saying though. Can somebody translate that for me? Roger that, Octo. Who's this Tiger Bomb guy? Let's check his profile. Has he been here before? No, I don't think so. 2012, okay. He's speaking Portuguese. Okay, well, what is he saying? Please. I mean, for like I said, I don't know. Is he a bot? What Google's Translate say? I missed it. That's what Google Translate said. He made a good trade. Raven already translated. Finally, one in favor, what he says. Oh, okay. Perfect. Well, then, yeah. I mean, just so you know, most of us here just speak American. But yeah, I don't know how many Portuguese speakers are here, but you're more than welcome to hang out. I don't know how many people know what you're saying. My name is Emerson. Well, nice to meet you, Emerson. My name is Sexy. I kind of want a short here. It's failed there. Fake breakout there. Basically went back to failing there. I can get a small little risk profile. So as I talk out loud, maybe, yeah, I'll take a swing at it. Okay, looking for a short at the red line. Maybe a little bit higher up like that. There we go. Yeah, about 6 points. Call it slippage. About 8-point risk, we'll call it. Okay, looking for a short at that red line. See if it wants to just... Again, this candle here is what's caught my eye. And then the previous high is right here. So let's see if it can lead me to something spectacular or not. Come on, get back up there. Whoops. Well... It did want to pull back. Problem is it did not want to go up high enough before pulling back. Hence the problem with my trade plan right now. I am not in. I'm trying to get in. Any news on Trump? I'm sure people here will let us know. I'm going to speak Clay's foreign language if this spikes to my... Hey. But you're acting as though you have a choice in the matter. Oh, I'm going to do it. No. You'll do it if the voice says you're going to do it. That's how that works. Okay, here we go, maybe. And if that red line turns blue, I'm in. Move that up a little bit more now. Is it just a language we speak when we are shocked? Dude, it's I can't tell you when. It just will organically happen. All I'm saying is you cannot act as if you have like a will. You have no will when it comes to it. It just happens. Your free will is no longer in existence because the voice takes over. Hey, Danny. Okay, well, I mean, it keeps coming up here and then getting smacked back down, but the problem is it's not coming up high enough to fill me. Labrador. Yeah. What language am I speaking, Labrador? 5-minute candle looking like it may create an inside bar for a long continuation. So does that, are you long right now then? If so, can you give us a little bit more details? Fair enough on your observations, but like, what would be the practical implications of that? Okay, here we go. Okay, let's do this. I'll take this. I want to first see it bump its head on the white line. And then if it comes down, I'll look for a short, but I don't want it to drop down and then go back up. So like, yeah, go up, go up, go up. Go up. Again, maybe hindsight proves this stupid little requirement will be dumb. Because if this thing just drops here, I'm going to be looking stupid. But there we go. There we go. There we go. Hit that white line. Bump your head. Bump your head. Knock some teeth out. Come on. Come on. Come on. Bump your head. Uh-oh. Hey, Azaria. All right, well, as soon as you have some numbers, Monte, let us know. Let us know. I understand sometimes you have to wait for confirmation, but once you get your confirmation and get long, let us know that long number and your stop loss. Okay, that's close enough. You didn't hit the white line exactly, but close enough. So this will be my stop, but that, uh-oh. Now, if it goes up through the green line, that means this trade plan is off the table. There we go. It did hit the white line that time, so we are now potentially in business. Again, green line is where my stop will be. Okay, I can actually get a little bit spicier here. There we go. Yep, now I can put my stop right here. I'm sorry, my entry right there. Okay, I'm in. Put a couple targets right there. Very simple premise. Either this is a fake breakout of these highs or it's not, and it'll be a losing trade. Let's see what happens here. Come on. See if it wants to come down and hit my initial couple targets. Come on. Uh-oh. It's getting jiggy. I'm about to get stopped out. And I am oh so close to getting stopped out there. There's no way I survive this. Out. All right, well. Looking interesting for a second there, but as of now, again, that all was based off of that candle right there, but man, I can't quite get up into the 400s today. That my P&L resistance, it's like I've been back and forth out of the 300s on that number, but like I cannot push that up in the 400s today. Hey, AJ. Another one of these candles here. Am I about to be suckered in? Maybe. Why? I don't know why I'm so bearish biased, but I am. I'm having a hard time trusting these moves. Okay, maybe just a short up here then for the upward trend line. Again, looking to play this upward trend line here. Let's see if it wants to get up there. Hey, do we got 7 people out there that enjoy enough to hit that like button? That'd be great if we could at least get up to 200 likes. So yeah, if you're enjoying in any way, shape, or form, if you don't mind hitting that like button, it does help. See if we got 7 knights in shining armor out there. Thank you, Raspberry. Again, looking to get short at the red line, which is the upward trend line. Hey, KRT. Thank you, Lee. Oh, whoa, there we go. We got a short squeeze in the likes. Up to 216 now. Love to see it. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Boxels. Thank you, Sky Mountain. Oh, I can't stand when that happens. That's how, yeah. That is certainly how the cookie crumbles sometimes with futures. You look away for just literally a couple seconds and you're like, whoop, I missed that one. All right, here we go. Maybe. Oh, I got to move this up a little bit more now to get at the trend line. No, get back up here. Come back up. Well. Yeah, I mentioned that whenever they announced that. What, 2 days ago? Yeah, we talked about that on the stream. Again, looking for a short up at the red line, which, for context sake, just me trying to play this upper trend line here. Oh, did I bring it up to him? I don't think. No, I never mentioned it. I don't think that's because for me, I don't know. I guess it's never been a problem for me, so I didn't even really think of that one. Hey, 231 likes. Okay, we had a big short squeeze in the likes. Thank you, everybody. I'm long buys during these pullbacks. It doesn't mean. All right, well, E. Sharpton, if you have a trade plan for us, that'd be great. So we can understand all those words and see them in a very practical way. So yeah, if you want, give us 3 numbers. Give us an entry point, a stop loss, and a target. Then we can best understand what you're saying there, E. Sharpton. Okay, no. Wow. Okay, we got to extend this trend line out again. For me, going long here seems way too scary. We are still so far above the 21 EMA. Imagine your computer shutting off while being in a trade. Well, if you've traded long enough, you've had something like that happen before. Or the power going out. I don't know if I've ever had the blue screen of death. But there's no buyers. Everybody is just shorting. Well, who are the shorters selling to then? Huh? Shorters are... Huh? That doesn't make any sense. Shorters are going short to more shorters. But shorters aren't looking to buy. They're looking to sell, my friend. I grew up in Utah. I hear Utah is beautiful. It's crazy the pump semis. Yeah, I saw. Well, I don't know. Is SanDisk considered a semiconductor? Either way, that chart on SanDisk looks brutal because I can totally see the past couple of days suckering in the shorts. Like finally the dump is here, and then boom. This is an attractive bull flag here. It's just we're still so far above the. I don't know. Against my better judgment, I'm going to go long here. I'm long. Let's see if we can get the bull pennant to do what bull pennants like to do. Come on, push. Those red lines all represent targets. Come on, at least hit that first target. That'd be nice. That would be nice if you at least hit that first target. Oh, you... Like, how does this thing not go up? Look at, I mean, could you get any more beautiful candles? Like, you got to at least hit that target. Like, what are we doing with our lives here? Come on, Bulls. What are we doing with our lives if you can't go up from here? Are you serious, Clark? All right, I'm buying some more down. Okay. Got some more. Are you seriously going to eat those hammers? 3 hammers in a row and you're going to spit in their faces? What a crock. All right, I got to get out. Wow. Oh, my goodness. What a setup. Just punched in the face. Granted, I mentioned it was still separated quite a bit from the 21 EMA. But, man, at that point, when it looked like that, that looked so pretty for a long. So pretty. And then, okay. That was wild. Sweep. I love people commentating what's already happened. Good job. Good job. Oh, now people are telling me it's a double top. Well, geez, where were you at the time telling me it was a double top? You can't make this up. What have I been saying this, or what have we been collectively saying? Maybe today is just as easy as buy the 21 EMA on the 2-minute. Just buy the 21 EMA on the 2-minute. Once again, the price with a beautiful bounce off the 21 EMA. I guess it really, truly is just that easy today. That is crazy. All right, Trump just started. Thank you. Wow. Oh, man. Well, yeah, I am sitting this out because if Trump says something about the war, I would expect things to get pretty jumpy here. I think you mean the 21, Pine. Unless there's something spicy about the 22 EMA. But yeah, this has been the 21. Oh, man. I really like that setup too. I know I was like against my better judgment, but I don't know, man. It happens. Rose Garden for 3 minutes. Short 230. All right. I mean, I hope those of you that are putting on trades right now, I hope you're in a prop account. Because there's a very real chance you're either about to get paid quite nicely or absolutely destroyed. And by destroyed, I mean you cook the account and you're out maybe $100, couple $100. Now you are a crazy, crazy gambler if you're in like a personal account, like with your own funds. Now that is crazy. Is he talking or what? Is Trump speaking? Okay. He is speaking right now. So at any point, here we go. Here we go. Put on your jock straps, including you women traders. Okay, Boxels, I don't know if there's something's wrong, but no need to spam the same thing over and over again, brother. Honors angels and gold star moms. Grab that. Grab the toilet, maybe. A base hit a day keeps the drawdown away. Base hits are the way. Am I still in timeout? I don't think I ever put you in timeout today. But if you were in timeout, no, you're no longer in timeout because I see your message. The 5 minute looks like big fat. Talking about angel moms, Kay. All right, I just can't trust it. It surely cannot be this easy to just buy at the line right there. There's no way that trading today is this easy. I'm not going to do it. I refuse to believe it's that easy. All right, have a good one, M Powers. Okay, mom to open. I would have position. Okay, so that was by no means okay. Is this now finally the back test? Maybe so. We have finally closed below here. So now, does this area become an area of resistance? Maybe. Move stop loss at 221. Good job. Good job, Johnny. Good trade. It's almost like some guy's speaking right now, and this candle is just waiting to see what's said. All right. We are approaching the 21 EMA now in the 5 minute, which is at 190. Let's see what happens, brothers and sisters and furries. I gotta, yeah, what is that? What is that? What is that? 180. I gotta go to 180. There we go. 180. There we go. All right. Maybe kind of, sort of. Okay, he's talking about immigrant. Okay, so it doesn't sound like it says. So he has no news about the Iran. I would assume if it was about Iran, he would have just like let off the entire meeting with it. Well, I mean, think about it. There's no way. Well, I guess no way is a strong phrasing. I find it hard to believe he's going to talk about all this stuff and just be like, oh, FYI, the Iran war is over. Not to mention, even if that were the case, with social media and stuff, it would have already been announced on Twitter. Like, the market would have already reacted. So, yeah, now the more I think about it, there is no way that the market would not have already known about what the speech is about. Or at least that's my working theory on it all. He has to talk about toilets or something first, as usual. Let's see here. Dude, that last trade is still just bothering me. That's so annoying. It is what it is. Okay, is this now going to start to act as resistance? Maybe. This being the 21 EMA. All right, Ravin, I like it. I like the details right there. That's a man with some courage right there in a trade plan. I don't know. I'm starting to question. Am I just about to make a trade because I'm irritated? Irritated because that used to be nicely green, like the entirety of the stream. And now it's like, okay, let me at least get it back to green here on the stream. But that little voice right there is going to borderline push me to make potentially a stupid trade. So that's what I'm trying to be careful of right now. Do you get payouts, Kreshar? Have you ever gotten payouts before? No, there is no activation. I have pro accounts that are sitting in my stable growing cobwebs on them. You're starting to grab shorts here? Man, I was about to go long. Correct. No monthly payment for pro accounts. Exactly. Yep. Whoa! You didn't get short, did you, Lobber? Uh-oh. Lobber might be... Lobber, blink twice if you're okay. So if you pass the account but don't... Yeah, exactly, Slowmaro. That's what I mean by you just put them in the stable and they just sit there. They're not activated, they're just sitting there waiting. There's no cost to that. Stop is 238. Okay. All right, we're about to see some momentum back up. Got you, Crusher. Well, I mean, at that point, let me put it this way. For that to be a problem, you got to be getting, consistent payouts. Oh boy. I think I have to try the momentum here. It seems like the momentum is here. I want a little bit of a pullback. I don't want to totally chase it. Come down a little bit more. INT and Apple are working together now. Okay, I'm going to buy, yeah, you guessed it, at the 21 EMA. Is this going to go back to now acting as support? We'll see. INTC, like ripping day trading wise or just long picture wise? INTC is like, that is one that I never let it go, even though it's not paying a dividend anymore. I'm glad I hung on to it, though. Dang, let's go. Yeah, I think my average price on this is like, I don't know, 38 or something. Okay, here we go, maybe. Okay, come on, 21 EMA. Don't let me down, brother. Come on, yep, just back test the former breakout point. This was resistance. Now let's see if it's back to being support. Minus 30. Dang, nice, Judd. Yeah, well, you and I, we had to sit through like a couple years of it dropping, not doing a whole lot. You got, come on. I'm about to get suckered back in. I feel like I'm missing missing a breakout. I'm getting in. Okay. I got suckered in. Come on. Go. Oh, I'm having flashbacks. Big green candle, hammer candle. Oh, no. Deja vu. I've been here before. Dang, nice, Judd. Go. 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 Put at least one target up there just in case it. And then put these in case it. Did I get that one? Oh, okay, got that one hit. Come on, go. Now break out. Go, white line, go. Go. Okay, I need to make sure this is the green trade for my psyche. There we go. Stop. So my risk now is small green trade. Reward unknown because I don't know how high this might want to break out. Come on, get up there and hit those next couple of targets. Come on, push, brother. You got to be kidding me. What a crock. Doggone it. At least I'm back to green, but come on. I would have liked to have given that more room, but given the circumstances, I needed to make sure for my own mental psyche that stayed a green trade. But yes, had that previous trade never happened and I had plenty of green cushion, then yeah, I have no problem letting that thing cook up a little bit more. But that luxury had disappeared. Sorry, Labrador. I just realized I was cheering against you on that one. No offense. I did not mean. Bummer. That was looking good. I thought we were gonna get some more, and it pushed slightly to new highs and zero follow through. Man trailer 8 just locked up on me. That was crazy, right in the middle of a man trailer. Man trailer 8. Oh, I think. Do you mean MetaTrader 8? What is Man Trailer 8? Is that a movie? Man trailer. Trade over. Oh, how did your voice to text get? That's an accent or something. How do you say Tradovate and then have it show up Man trailer? They say cut the losses. They say that, but also don't cut the losses too soon. Man, Tradovate. Oh, okay. I could see that being plausible. Well, hey, if you are enjoying and if you want to help support the stream, and you're using any of these prop firms, or maybe you're interested in getting into the prop firm game, code Clay, all caps, with any of these prop firms I use, I recommend, I love Take Profit Trader. I think they're the king of the business. And like I said, especially if you're just getting started as a beginner in the prop firm space, I would start with them. And then once you get more experience, and if you want to branch out and build an empire, then yeah, there are many other firms out there. But like I said, if you enjoy, then you can help in a couple different ways. First off, you can help yourself, because if you use code Clay, then that will give you whatever the current promotions are. And then second, by using code Clay, you're helping to support a stream that, well, you want to continue and want to help keep ad-free. So yes, from the business standpoint, as always, brutally honest, if we want to keep this thing, first off, ad-free. And then a second, just ensure that the stream continues. As of now, there's no sponsorship, so it's completely viewer supported. So code Clay, all caps, is how you can, like I said, help support the stream. Well, I'm going to go ahead and call it good. I don't know if I like doing the opening bell or not. The numbers were shaky today. I'll think about it all weekend long. But yeah, I gotta get to the job site. I got to see how the home build is coming and help out if I can. So I'm gonna go ahead and, like I said, call it good. So on your way out, if you don't mind hitting that like button, that would be fantastic. I will be back Monday at 11 a.m. Eastern. But make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications, because usually I show up a little bit early. So if you want to know exactly when I do go live, then make sure you hit that notification bell. But yes, hit that like button if you don't mind. Everybody have a great weekend. And like I said, code Clay, all caps, with any of these prop firms is a great way to help support the stream. So take care, everybody. Have yourselves a great weekend.